Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends have fun playing D&D, and we share the story with you, our lovely audience, for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, well, you have obviously tuned into a very excellent show and a very excellent time to jump right in. And warmest of welcomes to you. Hope you guys have a good time. But before we begin, we should introduce our players and who they are playing in this adventure. First, we will start with Cole playing the, new character. We haven't figured that out yet, so we will, and you will figure that out with us. Insert page under construction joke here.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
Exactly. Next, we have Becca playing half of the twins. The other one isn't in the game anymore. And our feisty rogue, and one who finally we saw an emotion from other than stab. It's Dea.
She's not here.
Oh, well. Then I was lied to. Not everyone's in here. Anyway, next we have Michelle.
Sorry, Chase.
This is what happens. We should have rehearsed this. Anyway, next we have Michelle playing our amazing wizard and one who needs to just move her room to the library already. It's Rudy.
Can I just put a bed in there? That would be good.
I think we
Get
should
a
discuss
futon.
that.
Get a futon.
Yeah. Or you should just take one of the tables and just put a bunch of blankets on there. Anyway,
I did that freshman year of my first freshman semester.
That's terrible. Anyway,
Oh, God.
next we have Jess playing the paladin fighter and one who got her dog shaved. Great going. It's Mercy.
If I had just abandoned the dog, I would have won.
It's when we find out that Mercy actually has a heart. Next, we have Jill playing our meme lord bard fighter and half of the now drinking buddies crew. It's Ro.
Yeah.
That's
all I got.
It's all you need. It's all you need. Next, we have Kate playing the sneaky rogue and the other half of the now drinking buddies crew. It's Maury.
That's gay. I don't know.
Listen, you were the two that were
very
sitting at the table
tired.
drinking together, okay?
I've been up since 7:30 and I didn't want to be.
That's a mood. Next, we have Jolly playing our sorcerer and Precious Bean and one who really just had a really, really rough day the other day. It's Maddie.
I just want to sleep for once in my life.
Mood.
That is a mood. And finally, we have myself, Jace, playing the Paladin Barbarian and one who's clearly the adult in the room for the first time. That should scare everybody. It's
Oh yeah,
Gale.
it does.
Including a dog that's sometimes a sword that's sometimes a dog. But our DM is ready. Connor, go ahead and take it away.
Gotcha. Well, where we last left off our group of adventurers, there had been some recent developments amongst the party, and it all came to a head with one Caloron Shearwater deciding to split away from the rest of the group without really telling anybody. Left a few letters behind to alert the rest of the team and the equipment he had, and then left on a ship. His sister took it poorly. The rest of the crew took it to varying degrees. And where we last left off, the sorceress, Maddie, had attempted to reach her mother in the only way she knew how, by talking to her dad and trying to leave a letter for her to find. And where we had just left off, a pastry had been thrown at a window, and Maddie was now being shouted at by a small pixie, for lack of a better term.
Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I did not expect this.
So what do you do?
Um.
There is a very angry small woman, less than about a foot in height, with these like bright green, like Luna moth wings sprouting out of her back, wearing this green apparel with this bright, kind of like magenta-ish colored hair, and she seems quite angry with you.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna talk to her. I'm just like, I Well, wait a minute. Why did you even eat it?
What's that to do for me?
Why did you even at my window in the first place?
Because you left me something to eat that had something hot in it. I didn't like it.
Well, I wasn't expecting you were gonna eat it.
It's a pastry.
What did
You're supposed to do with them.
Look, hang on a minute. Who the heck are you? And what are you even doing here?
My name is Jen.
Jen?
No, Jen.
Jem? Oh my god, it's a D. Okay. Jen.
Jen.
I'm gonna butcher that name so badly. Diago the Pixie. Look, I'm sorry you ate a pastry that you shouldn't have eaten, okay?
It was for me.
What? How is it for you?
I thought it.
Look, I'm sorry that you ate that pastry. Is there a way I could, make it up at all?
She kind of like squints at you slightly. A different pastry.
You want a different pastry.
Yes.
What pastry would that be?
One that isn't spicy.
Okay. Wait, you want me to make it right now?
I don't know.
God damn it. If she's still mad at me, I could probably sneak some food from the kitchen, if there's any. I don't know.
The small woman crosses her arms and then crosses her legs and sits on the ground.
Fine. I'll just get food from the kitchen then.
Okay.
Where's there?
You're gonna go sneak some food from the kitchen?
Yeah.
Just roll a stealth check.
Okay. Stealth. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Let's see. You are on the second floor, I believe. Morgan is on the top floor, so it's unlikely that she'll notice. I'm trying to reason it out in my head
No, that's
on
fair.
who,
That's
on
fair.
who she's going to be passing by.
Oh dear.
That's a 13 on stealth, by the way.
It's a 13 on stealth, yes.
Morgan has a 17 passive perception.
Yes, but you also can't hear through stone.
That's fair.
You're also asleep, so your perception's actually less.
Oh,
Which
so-
I
Easy
did
to
it, though.
assume Morgan ever sleeps. Nah, fuck me.
Yes, you do.
Hold on, you need to roll something.
Okay.
Gale is snoring very loud with a 4.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh my god.
It's like a cartoon store where it's like,
No, it's dad snoring.
Oh my god.
where
Uh,
is Gale in relation to Morgan then?
He's probably not on the third floor. He's most
Okay.
likely on the second or first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say just because the only people who have high perception aren't here or are far enough away that they probably wouldn't hear this, you will be able to get away with it. You'll be fine.
Yay!
Wait, who has the high enough perception to see her?
Morgan. More Gale, actually, but, well,
I also have a 14.
and you. Problem is you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh, well. So, yeah, you would be able to sneak down to the kitchen to pick up some foods, if you so wish.
Okay. Here's some food. I'm still sorry about what happened. I'll have to
She
go
just
clean
starts-
that window.
She just starts eating whatever you have provided to her.
My god. My poor window.
So she's busy eating. So if there's anything you'd like to ask her, you can probably do something right now.
So, Jen, are you? Who sent you?
Myself? Mostly
Um,
myself.
But why are you here?
Well, I'm just doing what Emily told me.
What?
Yeah.
Emily?
Yeah.
My mom.
Yeah.
You can't just. Okay. If Emily sent you, do you know where she is?
No.
What? What do you mean you don't know?
I mean, I don't know. See,
Then how?
I was told to occasionally come here and look for letters and stuff. And, well, I haven't seen her in a while, but I still am just doing what she told me to. Because, why not?
Where do you even send the letters to then?
I don't know. I hold on to them.
Just rubs her eyes. Okay. Look, I just want to know where my mom is, but since you don't know where she is, and I'm stuck in a rut.
Mm.
So, like, why didn't this spell work where my dad did the letters for? He said it took a year, and it didn't send
Well, I was busy for a little while, you know, just trying to figure out where Emily went.
through. God. Oh, jeez. Please tell me it's only just one of you. There's too much happening right now. It's only just one of you, right? I'm not imagining things.
Yeah, I'm the only one that picks up letters.
Okay. Because there's someone else I saw on the ship, and it wasn't you. I don't know who the heck that was.
What did she look like?
She had red antennas, that's all I know.
Interesting. Yeah, I know who that is.
What? Then why was she at my window?
I don't know. Probably keeping an eye on you.
Why didn't she properly talk to me?
I don't know.
Well, if you know who she is, could you at least give me her name?
Ella.
Ella.
There's a
Oh my
hook in
God.
there. There's a hook.
Ella.
What is these spellings? Okay. Ella. Oh my God. This is not happening, I swear. So, are you just gonna stay here and just deliver the letter, or what?
I mean, that's what I'm supposed to do. See where she is. Do you know where she is?
What, Emily?
Yeah.
No? I'm asking you that question.
Oh. I don't know. It's worth a shot. She will have to go hunt something, and I lost her.
I don't know what she's like. I haven't seen her. When was the last time you talked to her?
Like a year? No. Time's weird. A long time ago.
What? What do you mean a long time ago?
Well, I mean, it's different. Look, how old are you?
24?
A while ago.
A while ago. Okay. So you don't know where she is.
No.
I don't know where she is. My dad doesn't know where she is.
By the way, did we ever decide like when exactly she went away in relation to
No, we didn't.
you? We should decide that.
Yeah, we should.
Because I've forgotten things. It's been a while.
Hey Connor, how did Morgan and Avro meet again?
Fuck, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I don't know. It's not really relevant for the conversation.
I know, I was joking how you didn't remember that either.
Yeah, well. We went over it in your DMs and it's somewhere. in there,
Later,
so we'll find
later.
I don't know why she's even gone for this long.
I mean, Ella probably knows more than I do.
Yeah, I just want to talk to her.
You know, okay.
Hmm?
I could, like, send a message.
A message?
Yeah. You know, I'll just pass it along and tell her that you want to talk.
Okay. So I just want to know where she is, and if she'll ever respond. I just want to know if she's okay.
Ella or your mom?
What? My mom? Are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
Are you talking about Ella?
Oh, I was wondering. I thought you were talking about Ella.
No. Okay. First. Okay, so there's you and Ella. Is there anyone else I have to be concerned about? Wait a minute. You know the dog?
Emily had a dog.
She did?
Emily did.
She had a dog.
Yeah.
I look at the illustration, I'm like, is this the dog she had?
Yep.
What? But my dad said he's imaginary. What the hell? Okay. I'm not imagining things. No. Okay. Am I the only person that could see you, though? Or can others see you?
I'm pretty sure other people could see me.
Okay. That's fine. I'm not gonna bother anyone, though. So yeah, I don't know why you're sticking around.
You gave me food, so, it's here.
Yeah, to apologize.
Oh, yeah, apology accepted.
Oh, God. Okay.
But I
Wow.
don't remember exactly how to get the other two to come by and say hello. There are ways, but, I'll pass a message on to, Ella.
Oh God, they actually do exist. Okay, yeah, just send them a message. Yeah. Can I go to bed now?
Mm.
What do you mean you don't know?
Mm.
Look, I just want some sleep. Okay.
You don't need my permission to go to sleep.
She just goes to her bed and just sleeps or tries to.
Okay. The small woman Jen will fly away and leave. Is there anything else you wish to do before you go to sleep?
Maybe I don't know if Avro would answer.
It is like midnight.
Well, I don't know if he's asleep or not. How am I supposed to know?
I mean, he went on vacation.
Yeah.
You would
Probably.
know that you would know about the scene that happened because Erudite definitely would have said something.
Oh
Well,
god,
yeah.
yes.
He would have been like, "I broke him."
Fucking rip and pepper.
I want to try to call Avro. I know it's gonna get bad at me. I don't know. I want to try.
You're gonna call your boss at midnight.
Yeah, I have questions, man. I have questions.
Okay.
I messaged my professors at 2 a.m. They
That's
wouldn't
also
do
responded.
mood.
that.
That is mood. Yeah.
There's a big difference between your professor and your boss, though. So you pick up your communication disc
Yeah.
and you call up Avro, and it takes a minute or two, and suddenly you just hear, what?
Avro?
What?
I'm sorry if I woke you up in the middle of the night. I have a question to ask since I don't know where you went. By any chance, do you know who Emily is?
No.
Oh, well, that's a bummer. Okay, you can go back to bed. Sorry to bother you.
just hangs up. Just called somebody in the middle of the night to ask him if he knew someone by name. It's like it's the worst thing you could do to somebody.
I'm so sorry. I got that over with. Okay, I'm going back to bed.
Okay, you do so. Is there anything else that anybody wants to do? I know that actually Gale right now, is he asleep or has he gone up and done something else?
I mean, he's asleep.
Gotcha.
Probably.
I'm-
I mean, it's he.
I was
he
asking-
got
I was
back
asking
from
wh-
his whole thing.
Yeah. I was asking more in relation to in relation to that, because like, would he have just gone to sleep or would he have gone to something else?
He probably just went to sleep before the whole Maddie thing happened, and that's probably why he's snoring.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, time will pass. Everything appears to go well for everybody. So if there are any spells that need to be restored, you can do so.
Okay.
Hit die can be restored back to normal. And all of you will get a decent night's sleep with
Let me make sure.
to varying degrees. To varying degrees.
Alright, let's go.
So, what would you guys like to do?
In the morning?
Yes.
Oh,
Cook in the morning.
Eat breakfast.
Well, let me actually roll a cookie. Shit.
you're
Not
the
bad.
shotgun.
She's had an off night, guys.
Yeah,
Just like
fair.
that.
even with a +10, that's only 16.
Oh my god.
Hey, man.
Shade,
still-
Maddie. For
still-
shade.
That's still a decent meal, man.
It is. It's not bad. It's fine.
But you taste it and you know something's wrong with her.
I know something's wrong, but I don't care anymore right now.
Weird point of order, I guess, or something.
Hmm.
I will say that in the last couple of days, because like she'll spend Erudite will just like spend her night in her, like she sleeps in her room this time. She doesn't sleep in the library. But I will say one of the things that she wrote down as a point of order is the conversation, like the exact word for word conversation between Elric and Remy.
Okay.
I'm just saying that she that's like just point of order that she did that.
Sounds good. You could feel free to go back
Yeah, I'm gonna do
in the
I
video
will.
archives and copy that down on your own, because
I'm
Fuck
letting
it.
you know that I'm going to do that, so it's not so like that I'm doing that. So that's my intention. Don't you
Gotcha.
worry.
Hey Connor,
no.
can I take control of Dea for a hot second?
No.
And have her. But I want to have her cry into Toby, and to Toby to look upset that he does
No.
not like being held this way.
No, it's as simple as that.
Oh.
So morning.
Yes. So basically, if there's anything you guys want to do in the morning, you can tell me that. More or less, you guys can just declare actions.
Morgan's gonna steal Erudite, if you're okay with that, Michelle.
Erudite has things she wants to do.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. Like if you
It's
ask her,
fine.
if you ask, wait. If you ask her. It's fine. She'll just go ahead.
All right.
Just do it.
She's gonna snag Erudite and just be like, "Do you know where the library is?"
Weird question, Connor. I have not been to the library, but I think she would have scoped it out by now.
The ones you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would know roughly where it is in the city.
Yeah. She would direct you to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have to go there later, but there's a couple of things I need to do before that. I can meet you over there if you'd like. But I have a list of things I need to do. I'm sorry. I would go with you, but unfortunately I have. She like holds up a paper and there's just stuff written on it.
Can I understand the stuff?
It's in common, so yeah. It's just
okay,
like
I was like, it's a dead language?
No, it's not dead language. It's just like it's literally just like it just says like it says oh my god, what's the name of the metal place? To go get metal things done.
A blacksmith?
Blacksmith. Blank. It says like
Jesus
blacksmith.
Christ!
Like
It is going to be a day.
Yeah.
You all.
Well, like, what are you planning to have the black? Because it's like blacksmiths aren't the. There's a lot of different terms for metal workers. So
No, it's blacksmith is what I'm looking for.
Gotcha.
Blacksmith, Danae, blacksmith, Danae, bookshop, and then library at the bottom. It just says those 4 things. That's what the things she needs to do today. So
understood. Morgan's gonna peace out to the library.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hurry off to the library. You are gonna go find the blacksmith.
I am.
Everybody? Okay. Gail.
Gail's got his egg in the poos. Gail,
Oh God, yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah, no. So by the way, this whole time, Gail. God, yesterday he absolutely looked like that mother of 3 kids that are screaming at a.
I can't believe Gail's
at a park
mom.
with like the baby. Yeah, no, I literally just thought of that. Sorry. So Gale is first going to go check on his weapons to see if they're done.
You were referring to the God, what were you doing? What were you getting made?
The hammer has necrotic damage added to it,
right?
And
the enchantment.
one of the blades of the glaive.
That will take about 5 days.
Okay, it has not been 5 days yet.
Yeah, it is not done yet. So basically, in about 5 days, around the same time that Dea's mithril dagger blade is going to be finished, that'll also be finished.
Okay. In that case, Gale is going to buy some tea.
Just some tea.
Just tea. Just because he wants tea and hasn't had tea in a while. And then Gale is going to spend the day kind of around the manor collecting small rocks to kind of, or not small for him anyway, smaller stones to kind of add around
stones.
To kind of start building a stone wall around the gravesite.
Gotcha.
That's been set up. And then also he's collecting food because it's been a while since he's been able to collect some food.
So you're going to do some foraging, pick up some stones, not rocks.
Rocks. Pebbles. Marbles.
Not pebbles at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, the 7'6" Firbolg is not picking up pebbles, he's picking up stones.
Yep.
Okay. And also you can pick up like a decent sized, like little, not a crate, but a small box of like some decent tea for about $1.
Sweet.
What's with Firbolgs and tea?
Tea is delicious. Also,
Tea
it's
is very
starting
nice.
to get to the middle of summer.
It is. Your antlers are starting to grow in pretty well. They still kind of got the velvet, but yeah, they were growing in very well.
Yes.
So Morgan, Mercy, you're going over to Gonna bother Avro.
If Avo isn't there, she's gonna have to ask for help, Jim.
Gotcha. What is
I'm
Jesus
very
Christ, bro? What are you doing?
Please do what you were just joking about, please.
Well, first things first.
On the realist?
No. Ro is going to find somebody that is in charge of the help and be like, I need 2 like wooden planks about like how big should they be? Not too big, like signs. I need 2 signs.
Oh God.
Wooden signs.
In this case, you'd likely be talking to the butler.
Mhm.
You'd be speaking to. I need to keep reminding myself of his name. Milton.
Mhm.
And he'll look at you and go, "All right then. I'm sure I can find a couple of decent-sized planks of wood. Are you talking about 1 foot, 2 foot square, something like that?"
2 foot. And then also paint. I need paint and the signs.
All right. Are you looking for any kind of specific color I can
I
hunt down for
mean,
you, or just paint?
pink would be preferred, but also I'm not going to be mad if it's not pink.
Right.
I have an image
All
to
right.
keep.
Give me a little bit of time, and I'm sure I can find you some. I'll find the planks at least, and I'll probably have to run down to a general store and pick up some paint.
Gotcha. All right. I'll be waiting.
All right. So he'll get a hold of the wooden planks pretty easily. That's stuff that like it's easy to get a hold of.
Mhm.
So you'll have 2. You said 2 decent sized like wooden planks,
Yes.
and given let's say 30 minutes, he would come back with a few pots of paint.
Okay.
Like nothing like not a can per se, like a small little like 1 ounce or 2 ounce jug of paint.
Ceramic jar.
Right.
Exactly,
Okay.
a jar.
Step 2 of my plan.
Oh, God.
Okay, so Gail's putting like a wall around the like graveyard. Does Ro know where that is? Is that a thing she knows where that is?
I mean,
Unless Gail told her, I would say no, because Cal didn't tell anyone else about it.
But it's on the property.
I will also point out it is on the property, and Gail is a 7'6" fair walker.
Carrying giant rocks.
And,
Gail would
I mean,
also bought a shovel, by the way.
A shovel.
What?
Oh
Amazing.
man, this is. I have questions.
I mean, also
Gail
Ro was
will give you
at
the
the
answers.
Ro was at the property a lot more than like most of us. So
Yeah, it's true. Like I know what an embankment wall is. I know you could use stone for that. But man, when someone goes, "I'm going to pick up a shovel,"
Who are
I got
they
some
burying?
questions. So a shovel is 2 gold,
Got it.
and let me just double check if there's a price for paint. Yeah, for a couple of pots of paint, I'll say like that's also like 3 gold. Okay.
Slap that price.
Yeah, because
out of it.
painter supplies is 10, but like you're only getting like a couple of pots, so
Mhm,
whatever.
mhm. But next step is we've got flowers, right? Is there flowers growing somewhere?
Absolutely.
Okay, she's just gonna grab a handful of flowers, yank them out of the ground roots and all. And then she's going to
Hold up.
Yeah? Okay.
So you go sneak into the garden to go
Sneak is
snag
a
some
strong
flowers.
word.
Sneak is a very strong word.
Got it. You just go and walk right into the garden and take some flowers.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? I live here.
Yeah, and you hear, "What do you think you're doing?"
I'm taking flowers. Why? What do you want? What?
At the very least,
Yeah.
just have me go ahead and cut them out.
How much time will that take? Seconds?
He holds up like a pair of clippers. Your groundskeeper Hickey just holds up a pair of clippers. That's it.
Stop bullying him.
Ro maintains eye contact and pulls more flowers out.
He reels back and chucks a trowel at you.
Jesus.
Ru deserves it though.
Wrong. She doesn't
Right.
deserve any wrong that comes to her. I mean, if he actually throws shit at her, she's just gonna take off in a dead sprint out of the.
I figured.
Oh god.
But she has some flowers now.
Okay, I've got flowers, signs, and paint. Okay, and I'm going to follow Gale to the little graveyard.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm gonna follow Gale to the little graveyard.
Okay.
And once I get there, I'm gonna take my 2 signs. And on one of them, I am going to write erudite. And on the other, I'm going to write Gale. And I am going to stick them in the ground and put flowers in front of them.
Oh my god!
Everyone who died deserves a grave.
Not gonna argue that.
Damn.
Savage!
And she just stands there nodding at her good work, like, yeah.
I mean, Gail had to have seen you do this, right?
Gail is actually gonna, as she's doing that, gonna walk right up behind her, like do the whole thing where you put the shovel on the ground and kind of rest your hands on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they look pretty good.
I like it. It's
Oh
pretty
my
clever.
god.
I could go get more flowers. The groundskeeper did not seem to like me taking them, but you know what? I wouldn't say I'm faster than him, because I'm probably not.
Maybe
But
I
I'm
could
small.
sneak a couple when he's asleep.
Yes. I mean, what else are we going to do with them? Look at them?
Well, you do look at him. You talk to him. I talk to him.
You know, maybe this was the wrong decision to talk about plants with the plant guy. You know what? Sure. We'll still talk to these ones. They're probably dead. But it happens. Graveyard, dead flowers. It all works out.
They're not quite.
Maybe we could find some nicer ones and maybe plant them on top of them.
These ones still got the roots. Pulled them right out of the ground.
I have a shovel.
It just doesn't sound like picky. It's like, you stay the hell away from my garden.
Bomb during the summer.
He seems like a very nice person sometimes.
He threw a trowel at me.
At least he didn't shoot you.
Turning in a
You know
boom out.
what? That's fair.
So you have made 2 graves
Yep.
for your teammates.
Yeah. Sometimes I can
probably one
still
of-
hear their voices.
Jesus Christ.
We replant the flowers on top of the graves.
What did Gail do to
Absolutely.
deserve this?
Die?
Hey,
No, everyone knows what she did.
hey.
Gale literally just planted flowers on his own grave. Okay, Don't-
That's metal as
That
fuck.
is
Kind of poetic if you think about
Yeah.
it.
possibly one of the most morbid displays you could ever have.
Mary Shelley eat her heart out.
God damn.
We're gone.
He's doing it with
Oh
an
my
egg and a
God.
papoose and smiling.
Please tell me he also has like an apron so he doesn't get dirty.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, well, he tied his shirt off at the waist.
This is a chaotic duo. This is the
Imagery.
no brain cells duo.
It's like this is the beginning of a joke.
Except there's no punchline. It's
Except there's
just me
no
dead breaking.
punchline.
No,
Yep.
that's the punchline. It's not a
Something
joke.
extremely fucking morbid.
Anyway,
Jesus. So
I'm gonna go get day
Modernism
drunk.
I've
So-
got some made in the cask if you want some.
oh god.
Oh man, maybe this graveyard is the new hangout space.
I think
Every-
it's rather pleasant. There's some
What the
trees
fuck?
around.
It's pretty chill here,
It is.
you know.
It's not a
Standing
lively crowd at all, but
Oh,
Standing over the grave of a dead rat.
sorry, I had to make the joke.
Timo.
Becca's not here to mourn him, so I get to make fun of it.
Just so long as no one's that loud and you take a minute and just listen. I think it's a pretty nice place.
You know, as nice as it is, I am going to go somewhere indoors now because the outdoors stinky. So Nice grave. It's here. If you ever want to mourn yourself, you know, it's yeah. And Rose gonna walk off.
Okay.
Thank you, Raw.
No problem.
Gotcha. So,
That was one of the most in-character things.
Jesus. So, Maddie, is there anything else that you want to declare that you're going to be doing today, or no?
I was gonna talk to Mercy about the star knife and probably talk to Cog about it if it's
Oh yeah,
possible.
I'd say y'all can do that.
Yeah, I need to start making it, or at least attempt to.
Look, man, the Starman told me you could make the star knife.
I don't know why, but fuck you, Starman.
You can say fuck you, Fisetter. Yeah, he deserves it. He's a bastard.
Don't know why you're making me do this. I literally, I literally don't know what I'm doing.
Every time I hear that laugh, I'm haunted by it.
Yeah, same.
Curse content.
Do you also have a weird dog that just comes in your dreams?
Oh God.
Gee, I don't know. Do I?
Hey, Connor, you got some reoccurring themes there?
What?
You got some reoccurring themes of dogs?
Look, you only saw the dog once.
For now.
For now.
Still got a bunch of other stars to look at.
I don't trust you.
I don't either. Yeah. I'm gonna talk to Mercy. Okay, she's around the room.
I mean, if you didn't catch her at the manor, she went to the bar. And
She
she
went to
would have
the
loudly said that.
Okay.
Screamed it at the entire estate.
I'm
going to the bar.
I'm going to go annoy Jim. If anyone needs me,
Fuck off.
you know where I am.
I guess I can just call her. I don't want to walk to the bar.
It's too much
You have the-
work.
I don't. Look, I'm tired, man.
Oh my God.
Tired.
I will say, you have heard that Erudite and Morgan have both mentioned going to the library on their own. You realize that could also be a way to find out more information about the fucking thing that you spoke to yesterday.
Oh, man, I guess I could do that.
You could do some research.
Okay. Research about the pixie, literally based off of food.
So, let's go with a Mercy.
Oh no.
Mercy.
Yeah.
You're going into the bar.
Yeah.
And as you make your way inside, you see that it has all been cleaned up.
I helped clean it up.
Yeah, I know. It's all been cleaned up. The mirror is now back together.
Suspicious.
Yes, well, back together-ish. You see that the cracked glass is all still cracked mirror is all still cracked, but it's like it looks like you know how there are those art styles where like say they take like broken pots and they like put them back together using like gold filigree and stuff like that.
Yeah, the Japanese style of it. Yeah.
It's been done like that. It's been done like that just for the decor.
Oh, that's ugly.
Okay, that's rude.
Hey, Mercy doesn't have taste.
Obviously.
You're talking to a leatherjacket bisexual. Leave her alone.
Ouch. All right. And you see Avro is not there. Instead, sitting at the bar table is a familiar large black fluffy cat that's just kind of lounging there, looking over the bar. You see that there are a few people inside of the bar currently. One kind of, for lack of a better term, greasy looking woman, kind of wearing like robes and just looking kind of dingy. And
I have a name, Connor.
not you. Also, I'm pretty sure she's bald. Nope, she has bedhead, perpetual bedhead. And at another table, there's another man, kind of pale, short, stocky, decent looking, with brown hair that it stops at like right about the base of his neck. You see, he's just kind of mixing up a few things in his at the table. But yes, there is Jim.
So how does a cat run a bar?
Oh, you know, carefully.
So if I ordered a drink right now, how would you do it?
Pretty easily.
I'm curious. Get me something to drink, Jim, please.
2 silver.
Okay. Just gonna pass over 2 pieces of silver.
Okay. You just watch as one of the lugs nearby starts floating up, makes its way over to the nozzle for the beer, pours you a glass, gives it to you. There you go.
She's gonna set it back down at the bar because she's not gonna drink it. She was just morbidly curious. How the fuck did you do that?
Magic.
Cats don't have magic.
Meow.
Jim.
Woman.
Do you want me to take over so you don't have to run the bar?
No,
Why?
because I was asked to run the bar.
That's fair.
Yeah, you know, not that difficult. Anyways, I don't think Patton over there is going to be acting up. Isn't that right,
No.
Patton? Okay. Brown-haired one. Him. He's just kind of like, the fellow at the table is just kind of looking over at you guys. And he kind of looks back at the stuff he's working on and looks back at you guys. I'm good. Don't mind me.
Is he wearing a blue cloak?
Yes.
Alright. Mercy's morbid curiosity wants to know what the fuck he's working on, so she's gonna wander over to his table.
Hey there. Can I help you?
What you working on?
Just some medicine. You know, in case me and Marshall get hurt.
What kind of medicine?
The stuff you either drink or put on wounds.
So
No, stuff like that.
So like potions?
I can do some of those, yeah. Can I help you?
Wait a second. Connor, what did you say this man's name was?
Jim referred to him as Patton.
Patent fucking medicine, Connor.
What are you talking about?
Patent medicines are like
I don't know what you're
bad
talking about.
snake oil salesman.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the worst. I hate it.
Crystals! Give me your crystal.
Snake oil. He's a dual reference. Eric Patton.
Give me a second. I need to recover because my brain just caught that.
Now it's time to murder him.
Gotta hate it.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Please don't.
Or
Not a bad guy.
do.
Does he have anything at
Yeah.
the table that Mercy could pick up and touch?
There almost certainly is, yes.
Which looks like the worst one that she can touch?
Well, I mean, the most dangerous thing, really, well, dangerous or interesting.
Let's go with interesting.
Okay, the most interesting thing he has is just a little bag that he kind of has a little ways away from him. It's kind of held in this pouch, but the top is kind of sealed shut. Just tied shut using a bit of cord.
She's gonna do that thing that you see kids do where they just slowly move their hand towards it in hopes that he won't stop her and pick it up.
You see, he just kind of does like he doesn't stop you at all. He keeps working on the medicine he's working on, and he just kind of like looks up, eyes just kind of like blank. He doesn't stop you.
She's gonna open the bag.
It's just full of this kind of clear, sparkling, almost like crumbled dust-like material, but it's very rough. And if you touch it, you notice there are a lot of pointy, sharp parts in it.
Ow. What's
Yeah.
this?
glass.
Why do you just have glass and... Is it from the mirror?
No, it's just a good way of fighting people.
So you just throw glass at people?
Really puts people off their game.
My groove.
No, it's like pocket sand. Because glass is
Shh.
sand. God, I hate this character.
Oh, that's just mean. Anyways, is there anything I can? Are you looking for something? Or are you just here to just here to play with stuff?
What's the honest answer to that?
Mm.
I went to offer to help at the bar because I did kind of trash it yesterday. Jim told me no. And you're the
Mhm.
next person here I can annoy that looked like they were doing something interesting.
You know, I think you could have a lot more fun with Tick over there.
Who?
Tick, her.
Are you just telling me that because you want me to go away?
Yes.
You know, that's fair. And she's going to set the bag of glass down and she's going to look at him and go, where do you buy the stuff you use to make your medicine?
It varies. So far, I mean, there's some things I can get over at the Bugging Hound. That helps. Asagio's got some things I use occasionally, or his new friend does. Really, I'm a bigger fan of Mighty Drake equipment. There's some interesting stuff over there.
I wonder if we could grow some of that back at the estate.
I'm sorry, what?
No, nothing to worry about. Just
Wait, grow what? I'm curious now.
Because she assumes because like Harvey makes stuff from plants.
Oh Jesus!
So she's assuming whatever he's making medicine-wise is also from plants.
You could grow back. Oh man, okay.
Mercy's not that smart. She just
tries things.
Yeah, that's what her job is.
Fair enough. So are you going to go bother Asagio and
I'm going to bug Tick first, and then we'll do the Asagio thing after someone else has had time.
Okay, you're gonna bother Tick. All right. So yeah, you'd see a kind of a pale, very grungy looking woman, short cut hair, very messy, like constant bedhead. She looks filthy, to put it simply, but she seems pretty content with what she's working on right now.
Mercy's just gonna slowly lean over her shoulder and go, "What you doing?"
I'm making a house of cards. What about you? What are you doing?
I'm bothering people for the moment, and then I'm gonna go investigate possibly growing things that I shouldn't grow.
Oh, cool. I can tell you a lot about growing things that you shouldn't grow if you want.
Oh, and Mercy's gonna sit down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, what are you looking for? Like something annoying? I can do annoying. It's fine.
I'm looking for anything fun.
Got it.
You know our boss, right?
Yep.
What's something you think that would annoy him?
Poison ivy. And, well, I could always make, like, something grow in a spot it's not supposed to be. Like, there's some mushrooms that are fun to play with. Stuff like that. There's a lot of things. What kind of annoying are you looking for? Or fun?
Well, I need to get even because he shaved my dog.
Alright.
And Mercy's, I assume she has her dog with her, so it's very plain to see.
Yeah, this is a very sad shaved dog. It's like, because again, the picture of the husky that's been shaved up to the neck, it's perfect. It's a perfect picture of Mitsuhikai right now.
I mean, to be fair, I stole his wedding ring, but I was gonna give it to his wife. And then he shaved my dog. I can't fix that. So I need to do something extremely annoying.
I'm not entirely sure. I mean, they make there are a couple of mushrooms out there that explode when you go near them. Not like fire explosion, but like boom, you know?
So like spores?
Yeah. They're really a pain in the ass to deal with.
Huh. Wonder if there's a way I could plant some of those in his office.
I'm sure you could.
Probably get Jim to help.
Probably wouldn't.
If you offer him something made of magic, he'll do just about anything.
Hmm.
Won't you, Jim?
Uh.
Uh.
Uh. I'm sure you can. I'm sure I could find something like that.
What would it
No.
cost me?
25 gold.
Deal.
Okay. You pass the gold over.
I'm
And she-
just
and she
under
look-
1,000 gold, literally by
Gotcha.
1 gold.
And she looks at you and goes, "All right, I'm gonna try and find some of that. I'll get back to you by like end of the day."
Okay, I'll come back
Okay.
through here.
All right. And she'll kind of go trundle off out of the bar, and she'll go find the mushrooms you're asking for.
This ought to be interesting.
You're a bad person.
To be fair, my other plan is still to go to Ashton Hill and just fuck with shit.
You're right, Ashton.
But for right now, that's all Mercy's doing at the bar, and she's gonna wander off.
You're gonna go to, I'm guessing, to Asaji's Oddities to ask about the monster parts.
Yeah.
Okay. Ba.
Cost more than 2,000 to pick them up. I'm not gonna be able to afford them.
Yeah. We'll say the people who are going to the library, you guys are all going to go to the library at the same time, just for the sake of simplicity, because
Okay. I mean, I saw it.
it helps. You know,
No,
you
that's
guys can all
fine.
do it at once.
We all just like steal a corner, like a table in the corner. Like
You all
Yeah,
set your back this before you go off to the cafe, so no
Yep.
one can steal the table.
It's like, oh god, it's like finals week.
That's exactly what it is, Connor.
Oh god, I,
I mean,
hate it.
theoretically, Erudite's gonna be. Well, no.
I don't
Okay.
wanna
It's
talk
fine.
It
about
hurts.
finals
It
week.
hurts me on a deep level.
I haven't finished half of my midterms. I don't want to think about finals week right now, guys.
That's a shame.
I have 2
Shut up,
exams.
Connor.
in project.
I have so many papers.
Yeah. So, Mercy,
Yeah.
you're going up to ask about the monster parts that you left behind.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So Asagio is there, as is, of course, Harvey, who you see over at the other end of the bar. Sorry, magic shop.
It's a bar now.
It's a bar now.
I just imagine it's like one of those
I mean,
bars
I'm
in
sure-
a bad club where Harvey's a shirtless bartender.
Oh God, no.
Weird question, Connor, because I think there were
What's
a
up?
couple of us that wanted to go to Asagio. Would
Yeah,
it
we-
be
we-
better to just do
Yeah,
it all
we
at the
can
same
handle
time?
it. We can handle you all going to Asagio at the same time. So
I mean, I'm doing
We
something
all
already.
get
Oh.
to the door at the same time and just look at each other.
yeah, exactly.
We all showed up to the calf at the same time, and then we promised to go to the
So,
library afterwards.
Gail, you wanted to go to Asagio's for something? Oh wait, no, because weapons. Duh. Morrigan, Mercy, you two, and
Me.
I think yes,
Me,
Everett.
me.
So yeah, you guys all show up to Asagio's. Harvey is there. He's looking cleaner than last you saw him. As you recall, he was with you on the boat and on the island, and it took quite a fucking lot out of him.
Does he look gaunt? Like
He doesn't
skinnier?
look gaunt. He looks like he's trying to get back to normal, more or less.
How you doing, friend?
Oh, you know, I'm doing better.
Do you want to go on
Oh.
another adventure anytime soon?
You know, it depends. It really does depend.
I don't.
Because I think if it was just another one of those, I think I'd maybe go with you and probably find a place to hide. You know.
I almost wish I'd done that. Oh well.
But you know, doing well now. But still, is there anything that I can help you with, or Mir Asagio can help you with?
Mine is Asagio. I don't think you have spells for me, so.
I think
Nope.
both are mine because I gave them blood to Avo, not Avo, to Asagio to give to. Harvey.
Right. So the blood. Basically, there are a few things we can make out of it. We could do something simple, convert it into a fuel, and you'd have a pretty potent, something like an oil, more or less.
I don't like that. That
So,
wasn't to that was something else. Sorry.
all right, fine.
That was
I suppose you don't want any lantern fuel. But basically, it'd be a particularly potent lantern fuel or something of the sort. Quite flammable. With a little bit of working, I could try to condense it into something more solid. It'll probably burn for quite a long time, at least a full day, possibly 2 or 3 if you're very careful with it. It probably won't burn bright, but it'll put out quite a bit of heat.
Out of context, are you essentially saying he could make Greek fire?
No. So basically, first thing he can make is just a very potent lamp oil, more or less. Second one, it's almost like a stand-in campfire. You guys could all get warm from it, but it would have a very low light and could burn for a very long time. At least a day if you just say, like, just chucked it in a fire pit and went, light it on fire. But if you were very careful with it and kind of split it up, you could probably get 2 or 3. And if you wanted me to, work some of my magic on it, I'm sure that I could make it a bit explosive. I'll be honest, Joe, that will be not something to mess around with.
Something we should make and give to Ro.
It's something you should make and then stay the hell away from when you actually try to use it.
If we do 2 as the fire replacer and 2 as the explosives. So there were 4 vials.
I think with the explosive, I'd probably have to take at least 3.
Okay.
But as for the fire replacement, yeah, I could condense one of them into something like that very easily.
And how much is that gonna hurt me?
I'd say the campfire.
The
explosive.
It was a figure of speech, Harvey. Like, how much is it gonna cost?
Oh, let's see. Well, to convert one of the vials of blood into the campfire, it'd probably only be about 50 gold. Nothing too serious. And as for the explosive, I think I'd probably have to do quite a bit of working with it, but I think maybe 200. After all, by the time I'm done with it, it'll be it'll be very dangerous. And I mean that honestly. You should stay right the hell away from it.
This is me thinking because I'm trying to decide. Because I don't know how much the stuff we asked Danae to make is going to cost.
It was more so like he was first coming up with some ideas before he even started making stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's go ahead and do that then for both of those.
All right.
So you're looking for 1 explosive and then 1 bit of condensed, like a mobile campfire or whatever, what you want to call it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that'd be 250 total. You can do that, no problem. And making your way back over to Assange, he will look over at you and go,
Yes, Miss Mercy. So I believe I have a few ideas on what I could do with these objects you've given me.
Disgusting bug parts.
Yes, they're gross. So, first, like I thought, the shell you provided me, it's very much something that's mundane, but it's a great material for, say, armor and the like. I think you could very easily make a particularly heavy set out of it. It'd be pretty decent as a plate mail. You'd likely have to substitute a few parts for some chain, but I think you can make a pretty decent set of plate out of it. It doesn't seem to like enchantment that much, but at the very least, you'd have a decent set of plate mail. Or alternatively, we could go for some kind of a breastplate. I'm sure I could work all of it into one single breastplate, or some barding for some kind of an animal, or something of the sort.
But either way, we're talking about something very simple. Armor.
Mercy's gonna look at and Rudy, who still needs some better armor in the party. What I've got.
Morgan and Rudy.
Yeah, because they're the two that are there. She's talking at the party mates.
Oh, talking at them. Got it.
Well, let's see. Maddie and I don't use armor, and I'm good. Morgan, I don't know if you need anything.
I mean, unless you can enchant it, anything more powerful, anything stronger than this is just gonna give me away when I'm sneaking around.
Oh, I figured it's going to be quite heavy.
Gonna have the same problem with Dea.
And I don't believe Ro can wear it.
What
is it? It's breastplate, right?
A breastplate. So I think breastplates are medium.
Yeah. So the only one that could possibly wear it is Gale or Mercy.
Mercy's already got ridiculous armor for.
No, they're at Assange's.
What?
I'm talking to Maddie because she's not paying attention.
Let's go past it for now, because we might just give it to him to make other stuff cheaper. I don't.
Yeah.
I will point out, by multi-classing into fighter, Ro is actually proficient with medium armor.
That's right. I forgot about that.
It's not on her sheet. That's why I didn't know. Hold on.
Wait, am I gonna be proficient with medium armor if I take?
Yeah. With that being said, you still got to realize there is of course the obvious downside to stuff like that.
I know.
I'm just imagining teeny tiny Ro carrying like super heavy plate, like chest plate, clinking on the ground.
Actually, I think halflings are a bit taller than gnomes. Yeah. So basically, that's what it's looking like right now.
Then there is of course the what is it? The spider webbing that you provided me. I'm very sure that I could make that into a particularly strong rope. Probably quite a bit of it. I'd say at least 50 feet. But aside from that, I don't think that I can really do much else with it. It's just a gross web sack, and I'd rather not have to play with it any more than I have to. Aside from that, there's the horn you provided me and the eyes. How many of those spider eyes did you give him?
Hold on. It's in my notes. I think it's 2 or 3. Because it was 4 vials of blood and
4 vials of blood, 3 eyes, 1 ear that horn.
Let me double check because I didn't have my notes in front of me. I didn't remember. It's on one of these pages. Here it goes. No, 4 spider eyes.
4 eyes. Okay, 4 eyes.
That's a mean name to call me.
I know.
As for the eyes, again, I think they'd be very good for using to cast blink, something of that sort. You'd probably have to use up 2 of them to do so, but at the very least, you'd be able to get yourself out of a bit of danger for a little bit. Aside from that, I could see maybe it getting made into some type of a potion, but I'd have to pass it over to Harvey over there and see what he could provide. Now the horn, that's something I'm sure I can do something with. First, I can just do something simple. I can make a wand. Not necessarily, say, one for focusing, like casting spells through, like Miss Erudite does, but instead something like a wand with a certain set of charges per day. I think it would be quite dangerous, and it could probably give quite a kick. With that being said, I don't know how it would act once it finally was fully depleted. Or I could make some type of an amulet or some kind of
article of clothing that you could keep on your person to help you handle the impact from particularly loud noises and other bursts of thunderous energy. So either you could get a wand that has a certain number of charges that could break once it's at 0, or a item that lets you resist thunder damage.
Ooh.
Again, Mercy's going to turn to the other two because these are group items. She shouldn't be the only one making the choice. She's paying for it, but it's to the group.
Sure.
Both of those are quite good, actually. I do think it's a little better to maybe have the amulets, just because of the possibility that the wand might break. Though, what would the wand do, Mr. Dene?
It would most likely fire forth a beam of energy that would cause a small localized explosion, for lack of a better term.
Spiky boomstick.
Okay. Well, it's more like I'm assuming it's something that the creature itself was capable of doing, as it seems like it carried some type of magic to it. I don't know how, but it's some type of a attack that results in a big burst of energy. You know, that sort of thing.
That island was something else. Anyway, actually, the wand might be good. It could be good for somebody who doesn't know, who's a bit farther away. Well, not normally. Someone who's not normally a bit further away, just to allow them to get there quicker or to hit before they can get there. Something maybe for you or for Gale in case they're not.
I've got the fireball right now, and potentially if something I can throw if Maddie can get it together.
Okay,
So
well, maybe
You must bear in mind, there is one thing about this. If you use it to simply create an explosion, I'm sure it'll be okay. But if you make it give a bit more of a kick and actually try to hit one person in general, it would certainly hurt a lot more, but I have a feeling it may break. I don't know for certain.
Well, how about this is something maybe we should ask everybody in the group, not just the two of us?
At least for the horn, we should discuss it more as a group. The
Agreed.
eyes, however.
Yes,
You said you need at least 2 to make one of them?
I'd need at least 2 to make something that you could use to cast blink, or I could pass it over to Harvey over there and see what he could make from them. To be honest, potions were never really my forte, save for simple healing potions. But anything more complex than that, and I get a bit confused.
Should we see if he can make 2 blank things, or should we give the other 2 to Harvey?
I think we should give the other 2 to Harvey. Make one blink thing, and I don't know, Morgan?
Yeah. The blink we should give to. Sorry, I zoned out. Sorry. Give it the choice between Maddie or Gale.
No, not to give it. We're not giving anything to anyone. We're just deciding.
We're just sorry. I missed the.
That
question.
is something to think about, though. Who would get it?
Yeah, well, that's something we can decide after. I think if we do one of the blink and then one potion or whatever, I think that's our best option.
Yeah. I do have something for you, Mr. Dene, or a few things for you, Mr. Dene, if you could.
Yes.
And I'm gonna pull out all of the scrolls that I got.
Okay, got.
And I don't know if he can do anything with the wand of mending, so I'll just toss it in 2 and see if he can do anything with it.
Ernie sees you hand the scrolls, and she just kind of goes,
What?
You will have to remind me of all the scrolls that you have.
I wrote them down. One scroll of your image.
Yeah.
One scroll of pyrotechnics. Okay.
Just paste them in there.
Okay. Here's the thing. My trackpad is not working right now, so I cannot
Oh.
It's
okay. So
I can click things, but I can't
So mirror image.
Mirror image, 1 scroll of pyrotechnics,
Pyrotechnics.
1 scroll of gentle repose, 1 scroll of healing word, and 1 wand of mending.
Okay.
I just the mirror image. I mean, I kind of wanted that if you weren't gonna use it.
I'm not saying
I mean, it's fine. I
you're
just
not getting it. You can copy it, but I'm pretty sure none of this is in a language either of us can understand normally.
There's a big difference between arcane writings and writing writings.
Yeah, I was also saying because it's like, isn't it 2,000 years old though?
There's a very big difference.
It's kind of
Oh.
like Latin. It's consistent.
Like think of it this way: arcane spells and formulas like that, they're like math. They're like math formulas. You could, if you understand 2 + 2, you could probably figure it out. But figuring out a language is a little different. Scrolls are written like math formulas. Books are written like, books.
Okay.
so like Erudite understands it.
You would know what it casts.
Yeah, like yeah.
And okay. Well, I didn't realize that, so
It's okay.
it's fine. Could you
I mean,
Erudite wants to put I'm gonna take the mirror image off the top and hand it over to Erudite
She
to
takes it.
copy it. Could you do anything
Thank
else
you.
with these
makes me
With
very
scrolls?
yes,
Eh.
duplicate could you duplicate them? Could you see if there's a difference between this and I don't know, modern versions or something or
There probably isn't, but very simply,
could you copy them so we could have multiple scrolls?
no. These are spell scrolls. They're intended for casting and using in combat. But see, if you were to say try to just copy off of this scroll, it would likely just fall apart. You'd be better off just taking it and putting it inside of your book and using it like that.
Little issue with that.
I figured.
The only one who has a book properly is me, I suppose.
And this this is okay. This is Kate asking out of character.
Yeah, you were asking me. Go ahead.
Do wands like use up and they're done, or do they recharge?
It varies from wand to wand. Some are
Okay.
charged per day. Some have just a number of charges, then they're gone. Others are infinite use, depending on how. It depends typically on how complex the wand is.
All right. She's gonna hold up the wand of mending and go. Can you tell me how many charges this wand has left?
Yes, I'm sure I can. Give me a few minutes, and he'll make a few casts on the on the wand. You recognize that he's doing detect magic and then identify.
Gotcha.
Well, mostly erudite. You too, I suppose.
Yeah.
It looks like it's just a very simple wand, something intended more for fixing small cracks and the like. There are no, numbers of uses for this. It can just be used more or less indefinitely. But it will never be any stronger than, say, fixing a pair of broken glasses or a scratch.
All right.
So basically, it's a very mundane wand for just like, I'm gonna fix this broken strap on my shirt or what have you. It's nothing amazing.
All right. I don't know. I don't know how wands work. What's it called? And if I gave you a quiver, would you make it never run out of arrows?
Oh my god. I'm sure I could do that.
How much would
cost
it
a lot of money.
cost?
Quite a bit.
I'll keep that in mind. I don't have
Let
anything
me
else.
see.
I have a vial of magical ink. Does he want that? I have some salt.
Oh, I do have something as well, and she's gonna pull up. pulls out the iron mule
I never
thing,
found out money stuff either.
the 3-legged iron mule.
Oh,
That I
look at
have.
that. Hello.
Forgot about that.
And
Yes.
Michelle, you go first. Sorry.
No, she just pulls it out. I think this is broken. She hands it to him.
Yes, it is. That's a shame.
It is.
I'm sure it's fixable. Do you have, say, some iron and other magical reagents?
What would the magical reagents be?
Nothing terribly complex, incense, runes, stuff like that. But more or less, you need mostly the iron to make up for it.
Well, well, I would have gone to the blacksmith before this, but he wouldn't have known, so it doesn't matter. I don't have.
No. I'm pretty sure I mentioned to you guys how much it costs
Oh, I don't remember. I didn't write it down.
to fix it.
Oh, I didn't write it down. I have to go back and check.
And check, yes.
Yeah.
It was something like 200 to 500 gold.
Gold, which
in
I don't
iron.
have.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't have currently.
I will say it is currently functional.
Is it?
Yes, but he will be missing a leg,
Yeah, that's
so I wouldn't call him the most effective. I wouldn't call him the most effective donkey, but
No, I feel a bit bad. Would you be interested in? I don't know if I want it. Like, it's.
So he'd be a really half-assed donkey.
I hate you.
Oh boy! All right. So
She sort of looks and she's like, I don't know if I particularly need this, to be quite honest with you. Would you be interested in purchasing it?
I'm sure I could patch it up.
Okay, I could.
Check
That's-
the cost on this one. Because I do not recall the cost of this ass. Let's see, figurine of wondrous power. This is some type of a mule. What the fuck is it? God damn it!
I don't think I've ever heard him you curse, Danae.
This is Connor cursing in the voice of Danae.
No. It's very weird.
I believe I could give you about 500 gold for it.
Yes.
I'll still have to fix it up, but I think I could sell it to you for about 500 gold.
I will take that then. That's
Right.
So he will trade you 500 gold for the
Yeah.
damaged figurine of the iron.
I will remove that shit from my as soon as I find it.
There you
It's-
go. You have given up a. I would point out you never tried to summon him, but it would have actually been a mule that could lift things for you.
Yeah, I know, but gold is more. Especially since I want to get
Especially because you're a wizard.
yeah, there's a lot of
What was that? Hold on, someone is asking something.
Sorry, I'm hallucinating a little bit because I just realized Danae might be able to fix my dog.
That's true.
Help! My dog.
Also, I just Mr. Danae.
Also, I will say I'm looking up at the prices for something close to an endless quiver. Holy shit!
yeah, no, it's a lot.
They get
much
expensive
is it?
fast.
So
Tell me.
It's
I wanna
supposed to be like a
So-
high level item,
so-
isn't it?
It's a
I
very
wanna
high level
know.
item because, like, basically, endless arrows is a spell that rangers can use at 5th level. That's their highest spell slot.
do you want
Oh,
your soul?
geez.
Yeah.
It's
So,
If you want your soul, you can't afford
the,
it.
the closest thing to it would be like the quiver Alona, which is it's 1,000 gold, and it's basically just a quiver that can carry a lot more arrows than normal, but it's not endless by any means.
Okay.
I-
How much
I
is the
can't-
endless quiver, Connor?
I can't find the pricing on that because it's really expensive. The
That's like
only
a
times I'm seeing it
legendary.
exactly the only times I'm seeing it mentioned is from back in like 3.5 or D&D 3. Yeah, it's over 10,000 gold easily. Let me see.
I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's mentioned in Dungeons and Dragons on the Forgotten Realms wiki for 3.5 as the Quiver of an Ariel, one that has nothing but regular arrows is 28,000 gold. Masterwork arrows is 29,000. Plus one is 32,000. It just gets more and more expensive past that point. And it's basically a legendary item.
Mhm.
I want
Yeah.
it someday.
But it's so insanely expensive that I can't see it happening anytime soon. So
Oh.
ultimately,
No.
I could make you something that could hold arrows and arrow-like objects, and you could hold more of them. But that's about all I could do for you.
I'll keep that in mind, but I probably not right now.
I figured.
I-
Someone wants to fix her dog.
I'll let. Yeah, I mean, she just wants to buy spells, but she can
Fix my dog.
My dog.
Yes.
Look what fucking Avro did to him.
That is. I don't think that's good for double-coated animals.
Oh, he's not really an. You haven't seen it yet, and Mercy's just gonna turn Itahiakai into his sword form.
Oh, I see. He's also a sword.
a dog. That's a sword and a sword.
Did
that's
it
a
hurt
dog.
the sword form? By the way,
I'll have you roll investigation if you want.
great.
Your sword is bald now.
It's
my
blunted
God.
edge.
No,
Yeah.
it's specific to
Your
my
sword
dog.
shivers slightly as you hold it.
Could you?
Oh, that's not bad.
That's
Considering
really-
I'm 0.
You are very,
That's an
very. It is
18
your
on
dog.
Investigation.
It is
Yeah.
your dog.
18.
18 on investigation. The sword itself looks fine. It looks absolutely fine. It's a magic item. It's a very nice mithril blade. You don't see any nicks or scratches on it. It's in perfect condition.
She's gonna turn it back into the dog.
He sits there sadly, missing most of his hair, save for that is covering his head and half of his tail.
I would ask someone else,
I'll
but I don't know.
point out his tail stopped being yellow a little while ago, but he's still missing half his tail.
I know I'm asking you to do a lot of complex shit, but can you do something simple?
I'm guessing it has something to do with your dog.
My puppy.
Give me a moment. I'll check to see if I have anything I can use to help this. And he'll kind of like start digging through a couple of books and passages trying to find something. Let's see.
Oh, good, my books are here.
I have an idea. Well, it's not something I carry, nor do I ever really. Have I ever made it? There are hair growth tonics that people can create for you, and it will allow hair to regrow faster. A lot of the times they're intended to be temporary, but I'm sure you could find somebody to make you a hair growth tonic that would be a bit stronger. And like as he's saying this, Harvey is like walking closer and closer to you guys.
He hurt my dog. Depending on how much it costs.
No,
I
in
think.
fairness, the dog looks fine.
Fine? My dog looks fine with no fucking hair?
He's not hurt.
His pride is hurt! Look at him!
I think the only pride hurts is Mercy.
No, I think Itahiakai also looks pretty upset.
He's missing all of his fur. He just kind of looks up at you miserable.
He hurt my dog.
Don't you hurt my dog!
Don't make me hurt your dog, mister.
What?
Like I was saying, like he was saying, I'm pretty sure I can make a hair growth tonic. I've had more than enough people asking for something like that. I will say, it will probably just grow back in time.
I know, but it's the integrity of the matter.
About
How much
100 gold. About 100 gold, I can make something like that.
Give me a second on that one. Let's figure out what the damage on the rest of it will be. So at very least, what would the blink weapon, or not weapon, item cost?
The blink item. I'm just going to drop the voice for the moment. The blink rune, for lack of a better term, because it would just allow you to cast blink once and then it'll fall apart. It'd basically just be about I'm going to say 200 gold.
So it's one use.
One use, use it, goes away. It's basically like a spell scroll, just a bit cheaper. As for giving it to Harvey, who knows? Harvey might come up with something.
Mercy's again gonna look at the other two. I'll pay for it, but do we really want something that's only gonna work once?
Give it to Harvey.
It doesn't.
I'm sure I can. Hold on, that's not his voice.
Just think Dr.
I will
Frankenfurter.
say, I am sure I can come up with something, but I could always just use it as a reagent.
What now?
Sure,
It's
something for my work.
It's was that in character or out of character? The question about reagent, because I actually know what that is, but I don't think Morgan would know.
that was in character.
That was in character.
Oh, that was definitely Mercy in character.
Okay, because I was like,
Jessica has a vague idea of what a reagent is. She took chemistry.
Oh yeah.
I know. I was gonna be a chemistry minor, and I flunked.
Oh, okay. Well, I think
I'd say for all the eyes, I could easily give you about, let's say, 50 gold per eye.
I would pay back for the explosive potion.
I think with enough of them, I might be able to make something particularly strong, but I don't think 4 will cut it.
Fuck it, take them.
Yeah. I will say, it would take quite a few of these for me to do what I would like to try, but this is not enough for any kind of a potion of etherealness, let's say.
Oh, that would be
God bless you. What?
It would make you intangible. You could
That
walk
would
through
be-
walls and
How long
be
would
invisible
that
and
last?
touch. I believe I can make it last for about an hour, but the problem is it would take a lot of these, and he holds up the eyeballs. A lot.
Well, we could always go back.
Yes.
I'm sure
I mean,
you
we
could.
did leave a
Have
mom
fun with
spider.
that. Have fun with that. I'm not going to join you.
That's fair.
Just take the eyes for now. I don't.
All right.
Mr. Dene.
It's 200 gold for you, by the way.
I took it already.
Yes. What can I do to help you?
There are a few spells, a couple of spells I'm interested in. There's one that I believe there's one that would allow me not to just change my appearance, but alter it completely, so that it would
Yes.
be harder for someone to see beneath the disguise.
Yes, alter self. I'm quite aware of that spell.
Do you have that?
Let me see. I was never really one for stuff like that. I'll kind of dig through his book. I have disguise self.
I already have that. I purchased from you that first day I
Yes.
met you.
Yes. I do not currently have alter self. I'm sure I could send out for a scroll that you could copy, but you'd have to wait for a bit as I don't have it.
I would appreciate that if you could do that for me.
All right, it may take a bit of time, perhaps a week or so.
That's quite all right. I can I might have to use don't worry. Yeah, that's quite all right. I may not be here, but I can pick it up when I need to. Do you also have a spell that would allow me to read someone's thoughts?
He looks over at the eye floating in a jar.
I would just prefer to do that with a spell, however.
Yes, I believe I do. It isn't a particularly amazing spell. It's decent enough. Yes, I have it.
Okay. I would like to purchase it.
All right, let me see. It's a divination spell, so it's going to be a bit tougher for you to learn.
That's quite all right.
Let's see. It's a level 2 spell.
It is a
This
level 2,
and
which
I
is
can't
something
remember
I
the math.
lack. I don't
Yeah.
have that many type of level 2 spells.
For each level
weirdly.
spell, takes 2 hours, costs 50 gold, so it'd be 100 gold to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 hours. I know. I have time.
Yeah, it'd be 100 gold. And he'll give you a scroll you can copy down and it'll go away.
100 gold.
Yes, 100 gold.
Yeah. Can I pay him for the other spell as well? Now?
Oh, yes, you can certainly do that.
I will prepay him. That's also a second level spell, so would it be another 100 gold?
It's another 100 gold, yes.
Okay. And also, I think I will purchase 200 worth more of paper, so total 400 gold.
Didn't you already buy about
Yeah,
200
I
gold from me?
am stacking up paper.
All right, so you may.
Erudite's like, I would like as much as I need. You gave me, yes.
All right. So what would you like me to do with the horn you provided me, Miss Mercy?
What's it gonna cost?
For both, let's see. The wand would probably be at least 750 gold, at least. As for the actual amulet, let me double check. That would likely be quite a bit more expensive. I'm going to guess probably something closer to 2,000 or 3,000.
Yeah, I don't have that much money.
Yeah,
We're-
I figured.
We're just gonna do the wand, because unless the whole group wants to pitch in on something.
Just do the wand.
I would say I could also buy it from you if you wished.
How much would you give me for it?
I would quite happily give you about, let's see, 1,500.
Money's not that important to me with that. Sorry, I have 1,900 right now, so 7. Yeah, I'm not a wizard, Michelle.
I know. I'm just constantly poor.
Cries out in wizard.
I was like, that's so low though.
Oh God.
Let's do that, and because I'm a good friend and I want to do this for someone else, can I also get the jar of bees?
Got it. You're gonna buy the jar of bees?
Yeah.
Bees?
Let me double
She has
check
a plan
the
foot
jar
in
of
mind
bees.
already, and it's not malicious.
Oh no.
Then what's the point?
Bees.
Oh, because she's not the one who's going to be malicious with it. She feels bad for someone right now.
Bees.
Oh, that's speaking of feeling bad for someone. There's something else I needed to do. Well, it was on my list
Okay, that's all I'm doing.
because Connor, she does still have 2 things before the library, so
Gotcha.
I will point that out.
Where the fuck is the jar of bees?
Both of them are
Somewhere
pretty
right
quick though.
It's still in my notes, which means it wasn't sold.
How much was it? God damn it. I'm trying to find
75.
7,500? Or
I
775?
literally sent this to you last week, Connor.
Look, I forget a lot of things you say. You say a lot of things to me. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, 75 gold. You can buy it.
All right, and that's all Mercy's doing today.
Okay.
Until she goes to get the mushrooms later.
Okay.
To the library.
Well, I have a
you
couple
guys-
things. I do have
No.
a couple things.
Sorry, forgot.
You're the people who are going to the library now officially going off to the library.
Okay, I needed to do stuff before, but okay.
No,
That's
and
fine.
and we're gonna get to you as well.
Okay. I was also
So-
going to the library though.
I know. Don't worry about it. You're gonna go all at the same time. Shush.
I'm so
So-
confused.
First off, you're going to a blacksmith.
Blacksmith, yeah.
So You would wander around the Silver District for a little bit until eventually you would notice the Fire Giant's Forge, which is a location that appears to be open currently. You can hear the distant ping, ping, ping of somebody hammering metal onto the anvil. The door is open. The shop appears to be functional at the moment.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, give me a second. I'm just a bit busy.
Okay, that's fine.
King, king. Good enough. And you hear a distant something gets tossed into some water. And
No
coming.
oil.
Shut up.
If
It doesn't matter. Quenching material. No, it doesn't.
it does.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Nope. Doesn't matter. So, wandering around from Overmir's Forge, you see what appears to be a dwarven man. He looks over at you and goes, so, is there anything you are looking for?
I have an unusual request.
Okay.
I'm looking to have an altar of some an altar, I suppose. Built small table, I suppose, with something etched in it. Made of metal.
I'm sure I can do that. So you're looking for what are you looking for? Out of curiosity.
Oh,
Can you show me some kind of a design?
She like pulls out the amulet on her like around her and like takes it off and like shows it to him.
Ooh.
Well, I'd like that etched on the top.
I'm sure I could do an altar that just has that. Let's see, etched onto it. That shouldn't be too difficult. But if you want for something that is that intricate, let us say, I will say that you may wish to speak to someone who messes around with, say, clockworks.
Okay. Who would that be?
I do not know of any who could do something of that quality. No one here, at least.
Mm.
You could ask around a bit, but to be honest, I typically don't speak to individuals who do that kind of work. I'm sure that the gnomes have someone in their employ that is talented enough to do this.
Can you make the table and then I can have someone else etch it, or would they have to do the whole thing?
Well, no, I can do the etching, no problem. It's creating something that would be as beautifully intricate and movable like that. That would be a bit tough.
Okay. Let me get back to you on that then. For now, I'm gonna see if maybe. Thank you, and then she's just gonna go. She's
Yeah. So basically, if you want just an altar with an etching on it, that's not bad. You know, you could definitely get that done.
But something like
But if you want something like an altar that moves like that,
I kind of
different.
want that because that sounds really cool. And it sounds like something that would be more fitting. I don't even know where to look for that. So I'll just leave that for the moment. I'll worry about that tomorrow. And then she's gonna just go to the bookstore really quick. And she literally just wants to get like a couple of like detective pulpy. She wants to buy books for Dea. Essentially.
Gotcha. Couple of pulp novels.
Books are her love language, and she knows Dea's sad. So she's just trying to make Dea feel better. So that's what she's gonna do.
Check one thing.
And then she'll go to the library.
Yeah, I believe it was Esma. So just a couple of pulp novels.
Yeah.
What a funny request.
You know,
Hey,
someone's-
hey, to each their own.
someone's sad and you know what they like, you get them the thing that makes them feel better.
Fair enough. So, are you looking for good novels or just like?
She'll find good ones. She believes in quality.
Okay, so you could probably find some pretty decent ones for about 5 gold.
Okay.
There is a I know, yeah, a pretty decent one's about 5 gold. Some of the shittier ones are less.
Yeah, no, she'll buy the good ones for 5 gold. So
Yep.
When she gets back to the place, she'll like leave them at Dea's place and like put a note on it. Says, I like to read books when I'm sad, and then just like leave it at her door.
Okay, you do so.
Yeah, I already told Becca I did that. So
Okay. And we'll have you guys go off to the library. Anybody else need to do something before we go to the guys in the library?
I don't think so, because the only thing I need to do probably won't happen.
Gotcha. In that case, folks at the library, you guys make your way into the library sustain, and you find that it is quiet, all very hushed. There are only a few people who go between the stacks of this place, and you see that there is a librarian who is currently manning the desk. He'll look up at you three and go, "Hello. Is there anything I can do to help you all?"
Books. We need. I need books.
I figured. Is there anything that, in particular, I can help you with?
I actually don't need books.
Okay. Is there something else I can help
Do you have
with?
newspapers from elsewhere?
We have some clippings and other newspapers from other countries, but it's typically only ones that covered particularly important articles.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
My name is Richard.
Richard. Hello, Richard. I'm actually looking for stuff from Rosenvale. Anything you have on Rosenvale.
I'm sure I can dig up some materials. Is there anything particular I can help you with?
Just anything that you can find on Rosenvale, or actually more the family that runs the town, the Rosenvales, the Count and his wife.
Yes,
Your family.
I'm sure I can do that. As per your friends, may I assist you with anything?
I'm actually looking for anything you have on Ekes, like just around. There was a treaty thing.
Yes.
Years ago, and I'm looking into that and like stuff that happened afterwards, like past end of the war ish time.
Yes. I'm sure I could find some history books on Ekes. Miss, is there anything else I can assist you with?
Me?
Maddie!
What? Okay.
Someone wasn't paying attention.
No, I wasn't paying attention. Oh God, I'm sorry. What were we doing again?
We're at the library. You need books. I need books. Erudite doesn't need books.
Okay. You have books on a pixie and a being with red antennas.
Maybe are we referring to say fiction, nonfiction?
Not technically fiction, but okay. How about this? Is there anything celestial related?
Oh, yes. Yes, there's quite a bit. If you-
Okay.
I could show you all where that is. So I'm going to need some investigation checks from you guys.
Curiosity.
No.
No,
What is it?
because of my background. Do I get advantage?
Oh, yes. You have Scholar, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Investigation. Oh, that's not the thing.
Please be good for once.
14, 14.
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Come on, 2 more 14.
Keep the trend going for the investigation.
13. What the
So
fuck?
14, 14, 13 on investigation.
The person with the +8, the highest investigation. I rolled a 5 and a 2. That's just
Amazing.
13. 13. That's
Pretty remarkable, guys.
That's so bad.
So let's start off with the simplest one, Morgan. Information on the treaty that was signed back in Ephes.
Yeah, and like
pretty easy
what
to get a
happened, yeah, and like what happened like just before it too. Like Avro mentioned some battle thing, and she wants to know what the battle thing is.
So more or less, the most recent war between the elves and dwarves of Ephes was brought to an end with a truce in 1847, and it was ended very shortly after the Battle of Cairn Plains, Kairn Plains.
Okay.
Where through some unknown way, a very large number of both armies were killed very quickly, just with no warning. The current leader of the elves at the time, Nirnir Yanra, and his 2 eldest children, Giron and Elabdil, were killed in this battle, as well as the dwarven leader, Hargrak Sutral, and his son, Prince Belric. They were all killed in this battle, which ended very swiftly with some type of a spell that went off and resulted in a swath of dead earth about 4 kilometers wide.
And
with-
this is just some clarification. Were any bodies found? Like, or
No.
like, is it okay? They all just
No.
disappeared.
People just disappeared, just scatterings of fine ash-like material near the material, the weapons that they were carrying that were non-organic. Armor, weapons, everything else around them was fine, but they were just gone.
Could you send me this over text like later, just in case? Because I don't know how to spell any of those names that you gave me.
Don't worry, I can give it to you. It also will mention that the current leaders of Ephes is the queen, who was married to Hargrak Sutral of the dwarves, one Orphis Sutral, and a young boy who signed off of the treaty, Fianbor Yanra, who at the time of signing the treaty was only about 15.
Fear. That would make him. Oh wow. Is that the interesting? Okay. Is there anything else you can tell me?
That you were talking to a book, I'm pointing out. And with a 14,
I imagine Morgan. That's exactly what she does. She goes, "Can you tell me anything?"
I'll point out with a 14 investigation. No, that's what you're getting.
Okay. I just got distracted by the vibe truck thing.
Yep. Erudite.
Yeah.
So you are looking up information on the Rosenvales,
Yes.
specifically anything that will be housed inside of, say, newspapers and the like.
Yeah.
Okay, let me double check this.
She's just curious about like stuff that she knows, but you know.
Gotcha. Currently led by Rowan Rosenvale, who is the current lord, married to Adok Rosenvale.
Mm-hmm.
I
I would like shit.
You didn't roll well.
No, I know.
In the newspapers, it will go over more or less the more notable things. And it will mention that a little, I believe it will be a few years before you were born.
Mhm.
There was someone else who was currently in power, who was in power of with Rosenvale, and it was Rowan's brother.
Right. That's the one that died, right?
That is the one who died under mysterious circumstances.
Correct.
In the newspaper article, it is written that he was more or less, they believe, ambushed and assassinated. All of the guards that were with him were not able to report on what happened.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. And it doesn't mention anything about, like, it doesn't mention anything about kids,
It does not mention anything about children, no.
about them having kids or anything.
No.
Okay. Okay. That's what I'm just curious about, because I mean that's what Erudite's kind of curious about, because one of her questions is if they have other children besides her, or besides. Okay, so they did not. Okay, as far as she knows, as far as it's been
And
reported.
if you give me a quick second, I'll try and get you the name for his
The
brother.
brother?
'Cause I can't fucking remember it.
I don't think you wrote it in the letter, actually.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Because
Cool.
for some reason, I'm pulling a blank.
Okay.
Where
I
is it?
mean, that's a 13.
I think it's-
if I can...
That's it. It's Horace. Horas. Horace.
Okay. Cool. I mean, a 13 is not going to give me anything more than that, so it's fine.
Unfortunately, no, it won't. Now, with you, Maddie,
I'll be right back.
For information on Celestials, you get quite a bit. So sifting through all that is actually quite difficult for you. Ultimately, you find that Celestial is just kind of a group, a term that is used to cover a large range of various beings, all of whom are ordinarily in some way perceived as good.
Okay.
Largely, it is used to refer to. Let me double check because I want to make sure I get these names right. Let's see. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm getting this correct. Let's see. There we go. So it refers to anything that resides in the planes of Elysium, Heaven, or Nirvana. And ordinarily, when they're talking about celestials, they're referring to Azada, Archon, or angels.
Oh.
I will write it down for you. Don't worry.
Name.
And yes. So it is the Azada, the Agathion, Angel, and Archon, which are referred to on the whole as celestials.
Okay.
And they all typically reside in what are commonly referred to as the upper planes. You know,
Upper planes.
because they're good. So, and that's Elysium, Heaven, or Nirvana.
Okay. So, did I not find anything about either the pixie or that antenna? What? I heard that. What was that?
That was interesting.
Oh no!
One of the Gregs is gone. One of the Gregs
Yeah.
died.
We're down a Greg.
Oh dear.
That's the Greg that wasn't recording anyway. That was the one that's messed. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
No
Yeah,
big.
I wanted to know.
And as for pixie-like beings, the Azada are referred to as being more Fae-like in their perception, with a lot of almost insect-like features to them.
Insect.
Butterfly wings, dragonfly wings, odd-looking eyes, insect-like features.
Okay.
The angels are very much what are perceived as the stereotypical feathery wings, halos, stuff like that. Archon are a bit more like the angels as well, but they're also very... what's a good way of putting it? They look very alien in how they're described. You know, this is where you get the stereotypical perception of, say, the angel that is a literal just wheel of fire and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the scary ones.
Okay. I'm glad it's not a
but ultimately, for anything that is fairy-like, the Azada seem to be your closest match.
Oh, okay. Huh. What about? Okay, is there even an explanation about the whole Asmar wings, like the amount, or like?
You actually would not be able to find anything like that with the 14. You would know that there are occasional mentions of like people who are descended from Celestials, but there isn't very much in the way of like descriptors about them. They just say, well, at some point, this family is rumored to have had a Celestial reproduce with another member of the family, and that's really about all it's mentioned.
Damn it! I wanted to know about the number.
Yeah, there was a much bigger reverence towards families like this, say a few hundred years ago, where they were perceived as holier or more righteous. But as of now, it's kind of died out.
Damn it.
But at the very least, you do have something to work on about what kind of Celestia you're looking at.
At least they're not bad. I'm glad they're not good.
Are you okay there?
I'm just worried, like, about what they're gonna do. Wait, there's nothing about the dog either. Like, is that even a normal dog?
There is no mention of the dog.
Oh
no.
my god, this dog.
I will say, by the time you guys are done with your first like bit of researching, you've gone like about an hour or two.
Yeah.
It's getting closer to the afternoon. So if you guys want, you can try and go for another round.
I want to go another round.
As will I.
Okay. What are you guys looking for? Are you just looking for more information on the stuff that you're already asking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think yeah.
Yeah.
I want to find like everything I possibly like. She wants to find out everything she possibly can about the Rosenwheels. So
that'll be another round of investigation checks.
Cool.
At God, please.
Yeah. What the fuck?
This is amazing.
An 8, a 14, and a 10.
Wow.
I rolled a nat 1 on that. I would like to point that out. I rolled a nat 1 and a 2.
Is remarkable.
Oh my god.
Look for something else.
I give up.
No or no? This is a genuine question.
Can you look for what?
Can I look for something else and re-roll?
No.
Okay, just wanted to check.
Ultimately, Morrigan and Erudite, you don't find a whole lot else other than what I described to you.
I keep going. She's gonna keep going.
Really sucks.
Yeah. She's gonna keep going.
Maddie, when you found out that Azada were typically what you're supposed to be looking closer towards, what would you have done past that point?
Wait, so we already talked about the pixie. Did we talk about the insect lady yet, or no?
I mentioned that the Azada are a lot like what would probably be close enough to what you're thinking of.
I guess just I want to figure out why. In terms of like the whole sending message and the pixie for one thing. Why are they sending a message? Like, is that their task technically, or?
So would you like to try and look into specifically one of the types of, like, would you like to look into the pixie?
Preferably
in relation to Azada?
Pretty much.
Okay. So it takes quite a bit of digging, but eventually you find a small mention about something that seems to be close to what you were referring to. It mentions in the book about a small woman, very lithe with butterfly wings. And they are referred to as Larikian.
Oh my god, what does that spell like? Oh, okay. That's okay. Okay. So what do they do typically?
It varies. Ultimately, they do. Well, the best way to put it is they kind of do what they want to, which is something that you will largely see with a lot of the Azada. As they are very much they are very chaotically aligned. They do as they please when they please. But still they are ultimately very good at
heart, but they just like mess around with you? Oh,
Kind of. They're nowhere near as malicious as Fae.
okay.
Fae are notorious for doing what they want to.
Oh.
Period. What they want to do. But Larakian are actually also known for having little bits of information that other people don't typically have, but only if they find a way to impress them. More or less.
Oh.
Give them a good song, give them a good
Oh my-
dance, tell them a nice story, and they can give. And according to the books, they are known for giving maps, directions on stuff that could give you something
Wait,
interesting.
what? You could have them
Yeah.
follow you? Wait a minute. Hold up.
Well, they typically just follow you. They really don't want to.
That's valid, honestly.
Yes, they are notorious for being quite
Oh.
restless.
No wonder. That makes a lot of sense.
But ultimately, if it is mentioned that they're almost they are gracious towards gifts that are given to
Okay.
them. So if they find something that you like enough, or say you give them something that they like enough, they will
Is that
do
just
you a favor.
okay? There's no relation to even how the spell worked with that Lycran at all, or
As for the
Yeah.
spell message,
oh,
Not really,
that's
no.
So weird. Okay. Yeah. Hello.
like they can do a little bit of magic, but nothing too amazing. You know, a lot of it is illusion based, or maybe like healing a small amount of damage. But that's about it. There really isn't a whole lot in the way of like, I am going to send a message to somebody.
Interesting. Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay. I know at least one of you is going to go for another
Oh
round.
my
Yep,
god.
I am.
Oh,
Alright,
Lori,
hey.
you finally got something.
God,
Richard,
I know you. Oh,
Richard is not going to be helping you, so you still have to roll normally.
sorry. Okay.
Sorry, the guy's busy, and also we're actually getting closer to when the store will probably. Sorry, the library will. Close
Hey,
up.
at
no,
least you
this-
rolled a 26 though.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I know.
I just actually crossed myself because for fuck's sake, please, someone.
Jesus isn't watching you.
And an 18.
I guess he is. I
You
guess
guys
he
are
is.
better.
Yeah.
Maddie, do you want to try and go for something else?
Want to try to find.
Since you are actually getting somewhere, I will need you to declare to me what you're looking
I want to find about the dog. I want to know what the dog means. There's no information about
Gotcha.
the dog. I was like, what the heck? So,
for. There is not. Please make me an investigation check.
Okay.
Come on, continue the trend.
Do it.
Oh, that's
And an eight.
God
an
damn
eight.
it.
Unfortunately, Maddie.
Wait.
No.
Two plus- Okay, sorry. I'll tell you later.
Unfortunately, Maddie, you're starting to get burnt out. It's kind of tough to keep reading books for hours on end, and by this point, you're starting to get pretty tired of it.
That's valid.
So you aren't able to find much else about them.
I'm getting
Oh,
into my
no.
groove.
Yes, Morrigan, you're looking for just more information about the treaty.
Either that or the flower that she found. If she can find anything in relation to
Oh, you
like
could very.
because okay, the flower is like the main identifying thing of the guy she's looking for. She's trying to see if she can trace that back to the guy she's looking for.
Oh yeah, you
Does
could
that make
definitely.
sense?
I understand. So like you're trying to find like if it's a family symbol or anything like that.
Yes. And
That's
like,
fair.
It's,
Okay.
it's like looking up key terms or keywords when doing like a day store search. So that's the stone
So-
heart thing, and
So
yeah.
in that case, it's not as detailed as doing that, but still, ultimately, looking into the butterfly jasmine, which you find to be the name of this flower,
I forgot.
it's actually why.
I noticed it.
So butterfly jasmines are typically meant for, known for a symbol of independence. In a way, they can also be made. They can be made to show rebelliousness, but only in a very certain meaning. It is a symbol that is also very much associated with dwarves. They do. It's a flower that they are very much partial to and will actually grow quite a bit.
Hey, Connor?
Yes,
Is Morgan on the wrong side of this war?
you don't know.
Cool.
Now, as for anything in relation to the stone hearts and butterfly jasmine, you really wouldn't find much in the way that would connect the two, save for the obvious. They're dwarves. They like the symbol. But a lot of the times, it is mentioned that people will have that tattooed on them when they feel it is something that they need to display. So you're not sure what to make of it necessarily. But at the very least, you know what to ask about. You know that it's a specific type of flower, and you know that it has a meaning mostly to dwarves.
Gotcha. All right. Once she's done, and once Michelle, have you gotten your third round yet? I can't remember.
Not yet.
Nope.
Not
I'm
yet.
waiting.
Once she sees that Erudite's like winding down, she's gonna grab Erudite. But I'm gonna wait until you get your info. Just saying. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So, what do you want? You were looking into information about the Rosenvales.
Yeah.
Keep, right?
I'm still,
So,
yeah.
out of curiosity, is there anything in particular you're looking to dig into?
See, I'm kind of curious about the stuff that went on around the time that, like, she was, like, that Astaroth took her. Like, if anything unusual was going on around them that can be ascertained from like, the newspapers and stuff. And, like,
Okay.
I'm
So what was happening around the time of
exactly
your birth and when you left? Okay.
and when exactly.
Ultimately, you would find that there wasn't anything like big. You know, there wasn't an explosion in the castle or what have you. But it was about a year and a half after. I think it's a year and a half. I'll have to double check. It was a little while after your father had come into power at Greymont Keep and become the official ruler of Rosenvale. It was like just a little while after his brother had died. And around that time, where you were born, taxes increased quite a bit. The guards became a lot more strict on how they rule things, and you notice in a lot of the newspapers that a lot of advertisements or notices were put out that the Rosenvales were looking for more staff to be hired into the keep.
Okay. Okay.
And that's more or less the biggest thing. But you'll see that's request for more staff. It kind of stays there in the background the entire time. Really up until I'm going to say about a year or two after you leave.
Okay. That's odd.
Yes.
Okay. She notes that, writes it down in her book. She's like, this is unusual. Okay.
Okay. So, Morgan, Rudy.
Yeah, she like after that she like closes the book and she's like, all right. Whew, I do love a library.
Sure. I wanted to ask you something.
Okay.
You're still looking for information on the Rosenvales, correct?
Gestures to all the stuff that's in front of her. Yes, I am. Of course. I feel like at some point we're going to have to go over there and I need to know as much as possible. I feel like information is our biggest.
What if we got more information from a different source?
From who?
She holds her hand out.
I
I
don't
don't know. Follow me.
Oh. If you want to go into dangerous parts of town. She like pulls out the scroll. Oh no, I don't have alter self. Fuck.
Hmm.
Okay, this is a problem.
Mhm.
You do have disguise self.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
work from,
Okay. Well,
you
do I
can
have a-
disguise yourself. It's
hold
worked for
on.
me
I'm
before.
actually not sure if I have a. Oh, you're gonna have to give me time. I think. I don't think. No,
What?
I don't have it prepared.
Okay,
You-
sure.
You'd have to give me about. We'd have to go back to the estate or somewhere. I'd need about 10 minutes.
All
I did
right.
not. I did not anticipate having to use this today. So yeah, we're gonna well, this is a problem because it's gonna I don't know if it's gonna take how long does it take from the estate to the copper part of town? How long does that take usually to walk?
About 10 minutes.
Okay. Good. Okay, no, it's fine. So we're gonna go back to the estate.
Do your giant cast disguise self and then go over to the Copper District.
Exactly.
Okay, I will point out to Morgan, you know that the dwarf that you hired has gone off to go find more information.
Oh, I know. I'm
Okay.
looking for more people
Oh, okay. Interesting.
because you did point out he's the only guy I know. That's not good. I need more.
Fair
Um,
enough.
Gonna
I
ask
can't
for
argue that.
something else, but I forgot it because I can't write shit down.
If we're gonna do that, if anyone else wants to do stuff, because I feel like I've kind of
Yeah.
gone over.
Yeah, I'm
So-
sorry.
Like yeah. So I'll go back to the estate if anyone else wants to do things. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Anybody else?
I'd say the only thing I needed to do was give her the jar of bees, but Jill went downstairs to get coffee.
Oh, God. Bees!
Anyway,
Bees.
Just
Not the bees.
not the bees. So, oh, God.
Please?
All right. So you're going to give her the jar of bees. Gail, I'm guessing you're more or less going to kind of bide your time until you can get the your new weapon.
Yeah, that's kind of what Gail's doing.
Does Gail have a
One
sun
other
hat?
thing. Hmm?
Does Gail have a sun hat?
Gail does not have a sun hat.
He
Oh,
needs
no.
a sun hat. He deserves a sun hat. He really does.
Gail's never had a sun hat before.
We're gonna get him a sun hat.
you gotta,
It's my
you gotta
personal mission now.
You
I know
gotta
what
cut
Gail
out a
wants to do.
spot for. You gotta cut out to the spot for the antlers, though.
Okay.
It's true. It's true. Or like cut off like part of like the side so that way he can kind of just like wrap it around him and like tie up
Or
the
just get-
sides of the.
Yeah.
No, Gail wants to go see if he can buy like some javelins. Something
Oh,
he can
javelins.
throw. Yeah, because
Okay.
the whole there've been a couple instances where something's been in the air. We need to sort of round out the kit if we can here.
All right, yeah, that's no problem. You can do this earlier in the day. Basically, just a regular old javelin. They cost 5 silver per.
Okay. Then in that case, we'll buy 10 of them.
Okay, that's good. I will say, they basically all have to be on your back because they're pretty decently sized.
Yeah.
So bear that in mind, because
If there's if he can get some sort of like quiver made,
for the javelins,
yeah, for the
Yeah,
javelins.
yeah, they can come with like a sleeve that you put around them to make them easier to grab and throw. But
Yeah.
still, ultimately, you have a big ass stick on your back.
Yeah,
know?
let's add it to the gigantic hammer and the double bladed glaive. Got it.
Exactly. You're a walking pocket knife, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your
I
can
love
opener?
Gail.
So, is Jill back?
No.
God damn it. All right, let's go talk to a drug dealer.
Oh
So,
my
Oh
God.
God.
We out here. Okay. We're gonna
So-
head to the copper
Yeah.
district.
yes, Erudite, you'll manage to cast off the disguise self spell because I know
Self-spell.
you'll do it until you can.
I mean, that one doesn't require a
will-
check.
It doesn't, so you
As
just
wi-
cast it.
As
It's
will
10
Morgan.
minutes.
Okay.
It takes her 10 minutes to do it because I did not prepare it because I did not anticipate this. Yeah, so she looks like So it's weird. She looks like Erudite looks like a. Essentially, she has like elements of everybody in the party currently.
Gotcha.
So like she's like a gray tiefling with ram horns that's got green hair that's in a braid. Her top, everything is black, but her top is like a pirate,
Gotcha.
like a pirate looking top, and like pants, and then she's got like boots that look like
Rose.
no, not Rose, like Maddie's,
Oh,
like the
God.
Misty Step books,
Oh,
boots, and
God.
then hand wraps on both her arms, like Morgan. So
God.
she essentially has something.
OC,
every
do not steal. Got it.
She steals something from every
Stop
person
bullying her.
that's currently in the party. So
Okay.
the braid is Ro. The hair color is Gale, but the braid is Ro.
Gotcha.
And she keeps the eye
Morgan-
patch.
You're a monstrosity.
Exactly. And she keeps the eye patch.
Morgan
she's trying-
just- Oh, sorry. Continue. Go.
No, you're good.
Morgan kind of
You're
just looks there and goes, "You do know we're trying to be a little inconspicuous, right?"
I don't know how to look tough. This is the only way I know how to look tough.
I don't need you to look tough. I just
It's
need you to
fine.
stand there.
I don't look like anybody, so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
You look like everybody, darling.
Exactly. That's the point. I look like
That's
no.
no. That's. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. I don't have time.
Morgan's just gonna turn into like a half elf with like
Okay.
darker skin and like blonde hair or something like that.
Gotcha.
Much more
So-
understated.
Yeah, works for me.
Erudite's trying. Never mind. Just go.
No, it's fine.
So you guys will make your way into the Copper District with the
Where'd the thing go? Oh man,
The world will
There it is.
never know.
I found it. So with the previously guarded gate no longer being blocked off and people having to pass through, I figured it's a lot easier for you guys to get into the Copper District. You have almost no problem getting in there. So what are you going to do? Because I know what you're trying to do, but how are you going to do it?
So the first time we looked at the weighted tankard and the slippery snake and the horned bull,
Yeah.
or something like that. And I'm surprised I can remember this off the top of my head. Out of my notebook. And bypass those and go deeper into the Copper District.
Mm-hmm.
And find another shady looking place.
Another shady looking place. Okay.
That would have like a criminal underbelly of any kind.
Oh, fair enough.
Wait, is there actually now that I think about it, is there an underground here? Is there some form of underground akin to
the one that you saw in Ardglass?
in our glass?
You'd have to look around and try to find that.
Can
but
I look around?
I will point out we have one player who is sitting doing nothing right now.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so let's just have you go to one of the inns.
Yes. Later session. Okay.
Exactly.
Just a random in? Yeah, I'll choose a random in. Sorry.
We'll just go with the Angry Bowl or whatever it was called, because I don't remember.
Something like that. We'll find out. We'll find it out in later.
Yeah,
Sorry.
someone will look it up. So you can make your way in there. So I'm just gonna have you. Yeah, you find that you're looking at another dingy looking tavern. It's nothing too amazing. So what exactly are you going to do to try and find the right person?
I didn't exactly expect to get this far. Whatever that means. Look around. First, she's gonna elbow Rudy in the side and go, "Okay, what are you looking for the Rosenvales? Anything specific?" She's gonna say it very quietly.
I want to know. Anything. I'm not really. I'm curious about this thing I found that they seem to be. I want to know what happened when they came into power, because it seems like the town changed considerably, and I want to know if there was. They seem to get more and more work.
Do you want to find out if they
if they had a high turnover rate, if there was a reason for that,
Okay.
Okay.
if anything was going on weird inside, is what I want to know. It seemed
If
like
anything suspicious in their rise to power?
they seemed not even in their rise to power, but it seemed like once they were in power, it seemed like they seemed to be needing more people and more people and more people until about a year after I left, or after I
You
was
want
taken.
Okay.
I want to know if there was something suspicious going on there in that time frame.
All right, that I understand. All right. Anything else? Cuz
No, for now that's
all right. In that case, let me do the talking.
hmm
And Morgan's going to look around and see where, like, if there's anyone who would actually, you know what? No, she's gonna go up to the bar.
Okay.
And she's going to ask, so is there anyone around here? This is a bad idea. I'm wondering. No, how would I phrase this? I had this 20 sessions ago. She's gonna lean forward and she's going to go, is there anyone here looking for a specific job of sorts?
The bartender will look at you and go,
Not entirely sure.
She's gonna pull out her necklace. The tattooing one. Hold it up. I'm looking for a little information. I hope you know someone who can help me out with that.
He'll look at you and ask in Thieves' Cant. So, is there something in particular you're looking for?
I will reply back in Thieves' Cant. Information kept on the continent. Hopefully kept as quiet as possible.
All right, I'm sure I can get someone to do that for you. So, what are you looking for in particular?
I need information on the Rosenvales.
Doable.
And I need information specifically on the rise to power and a high turnover issue. She's going to put the issue in air quotes. Ish.
All right.
Up until about. How old is Erudite again?
24.
Up until about 25 years ago.
It would be 23. Oh no, well no, it would be
You said year before her birth.
it was year
Year after.
before. Year after is when it's.
So it would be
stopped.
23 years.
So it'll be 23 years. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that. Let's pretend Morgan said that.
All right, I'm sure I can get someone to do that for you.
And
So, it's
something
gonna.
else.
All
If
right.
you find someone else. Information on an old friend in Warridge.
All right.
Used to go by the name of Kingfisher. That might be the wrong person. Let me double check my notes.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I think we can find a bit of information on that.
Just a real name. Just a more common name would suffice.
All right, 25 gold for a bit of information on the Rosenvales, and I'm gonna go with 50 for another one of our own.
One of our own.
Yep.
Do I recognize the bartender?
No.
Damn it! What was your name then?
I wasn't part of your group, but still I recognize it.
Alright.
Still, 25 gold, 50 for your friend.
So 75 in total.
Yep.
Okay. That's I can do. She's gonna slide over 75 gold.
We'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Thank you.
All right.
Can I give you an extra 5 to make it a little faster?
Do what I can.
All right.
Take the gold. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's all I got. And she's
You
gonna
gonna buy a drink, or
turn-
you just gonna ask me questions?
I'll buy a drink. Can I
All
take
right.
it? Can I take it to go?
I'm sure I got some kind of a clean mug somewhere. Give me a second.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She's gonna pass her flask over and say, "Can you fill that up?"
Yep. 5 silver.
Of course.
Erudite looks extremely. I just want to point out, Erudite in this whole situation, extremely uncomfortable.
I'll be honest
Doesn't
here.
know
This
what-
is the weirdest voice I've ever done.
No, Erudite's just kind of like looking around. She's extremely uncomfortable, and they're speaking a language she doesn't understand. She doesn't know what's going on here.
Nope.
So she's just like,
Morgan's gonna
Confused.
like give her a look and just make sure like when the bartender's back is turned, just like hold a finger up to her lips, like and like a calm down kind of motion.
okay, she'll try.
All right. So yeah, you'll get your flask filled up. You guys will have your information. Eventually, he'll have to get back to you guys, but
Yes.
got something to work with.
and then we head back to the estate.
Yes. And you
And
head
we
back
just
to the estate, wherein the rest of your party is all grouping together to have a nice meal. It looks like today Maddie has made a meal of some kind of a spicy jambalaya with what appears to be some kind of a fried crispy eel skin strip on top of it, along with the side. Yeah, me too. I'm looking at food right now. And it looks like it should be a pretty decent meal right now.
Oh, that's good. It's nice. Mom.
Yeah.
Are we? So we're eating. I'm assuming.
You guys are all with each other, so you can share information and talk.
Before I forget,
Yeah.
Mercy's just gonna slide the jar over to Ro.
Oh god.
I know you had a rough couple days, and we wasn't really acknowledged. So I got you something you've been eyeing for a while.
Ro's just gonna stare at the bees, look at Mercy, nod, and then put the bees, like put the jar of bees in a bag. So yes.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Poor Hickey.
Leave Dick Hickey alone.
Jonesy.
Jar of bee.
I
Not
actually.
these-
Well, yeah. I've been doing some research.
Same. I'm
As have I.
tired.
Maddie, I have a question. You asked about pixies.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, what was that about?
Something happened last
Is that
night.
something that you?
Something happened. Something came at my window again. I didn't think the guards didn't notice it, but something came through my window. And I wanted to know what the pixie was.
Do I know what a pixie is, Connor?
What a pixie is?
Well, it's not a
Yeah.
You can roll knowledge, arcana.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me take myself off of advantage. That was that's in language.
I mean, a pixie is a fey creature.
You have a You have a fey creature following?
Something
you?
just came through my window
That's-
and literally threw pastry at my window. I was just I don't know what's happening.
Why did it? Why did it throw the
It had
pastry?
hot sauce in it, Gail. Remember?
I thought that
I
was for your
thought so
mom.
too, but apparently it wasn't.
Why did you put hot sauce in
My
a
mom likes
pastry?
it, apparently.
She gave it. Her mum gave a pastry with hot sauce in it to her dad. Actually, really good. I had one.
Forgot how fucking weird your character is.
Gail, did you just say a pastry? Something that's supposed to be sweet is good with hot sauce?
I
I'm
didn't
so
like cooking it
confused right
either, but
now.
you know, I wanted to.
This,
It
you
tastes
didn't like
better than some
durian,
of
but
it.
you like that?
In
Well,
fact,
to be fair, Darian
in
would
all
like
in all fairness, Miss Mercy, they do make meat pies.
That's true.
Yes, but there's a
Is
difference
that the
between...
butler?
That's the butler.
There's a difference between meat pie and, oh yes, this entire pastry, which is supposed to be sweet, is entirely just not. Do you understand?
I'm just being honest here.
I'm not
It sounds
denying
pretty
that.
good.
This was something that he told Cal, and I'm pretty sure was mentioned to the rest of you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Get the fuck out of here.
I will point out that Erudite makes an effort to not speak to this guy as of yet because she's still kind of wary about him. If she knows that, she wouldn't. As of right now, she would not like when they're back. She would not speak to him, or like she would like kind of like not ignore him, but like make as little connection, like talk to him as little as possible, only when necessary. Okay.
So Maddie, does this pixie thing? Did the pixie look like the thing with the antenna? at
No,
all?
it was completely different.
Antenna.
There's no antenna. They had butterfly wings.
What's
like
with
the
you
butler.
and bugs?
Oh no.
Maddie, do you just have these things following you?
I don't like it as much as you do, but yeah, I probably do.
I mean, I don't.
Hmm.
What?
Probably not a bad thing, but probably also not a good
Yeah,
thing.
well, I asked about
This-
Emily, but they don't know where she is either.
Okay, we have so much. Who's Emily?
My mom.
Okay.
Here we go again. My. How can I resist you?
Sorry.
We're
Sorry.
nightmares.
This is. Oh,
I
this,
love
love
that
that
song.
song too.
this group is something else. We all have weird things happening.
Goodness.
No shit.
And she just looks at her just being like, "What the hell, man?"
I also.
Speaking of weird, I made you a grave today.
What?
It's very nice.
I made you inhale graves, and I put flowers on them because anyone who died deserves a grave.
To be fair, you did die. Yeah, that makes sense, Rob.
No, that's right.
And hey, we have a place for you now if you die again.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Table, please.
Again.
Sorry, sorry,
wait,
Maddie.
wait.
Sorry, Mom.
I actually, this is a thought I have. I
Well,
don't
be
know
gone.
if we're going to
Huh?
have. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I don't know if Avro, since we did have someone leave, if Avro's going to give us someone else. I don't know how that works. And if that's the case, I think we
Oh.
need to be a bit wary.
Yeah.
I don't think we don't need to mention the death
No.
language stuff.
I did call him last night.
I think that's someone that needs. They need to, or whoever it is.
Morgan, you see the butler and the maid just kind of like
Yeah,
share a look.
they don't know what we're talking about. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Morgan's
So
just
we're-
gonna like pinch the bridge of her nose. Hey, Erudite, do you want to talk about what we got up to after the library?
Yeah, it's fine.
Like
That's fine.
abrupt subject change because she sees what's going on.
This is so much. This is so much. I forgot that the two of them are in here. Fuck.
Well, we went for more information gathering. While Madeline ended up heading back to, I was about to say the dorms, back to the estate. And Erudite technically could be an accomplice to a crime now.
That's wonderful.
That's a good job. Proud of you,
To be
Rudy.
fair, I think half of us here are already connected to crime, so you just joined a
No,
party.
leave me out of this. I don't want to be part of this. Get out.
Everyone except for Maddie.
I mean, Ro kind of did the Martha
Morgan
Stewart
is like-
thing.
Morgan's like suppressing a grin as she said that like she's trying to make a joke now.
I
not good at it.
didn't even understand what was going on, to be honest with you. They were talking in a language we didn't get. So
There's languages you don't know.
It's
Holy
thieves'
shit.
cant.
that's why. It's languages that thieves
The criminal
speak.
underground. Usually.
Yeah, they
I-
tried to teach me that, but it didn't make sense.
I don't
So I
speak
quit
that.
listening.
Morgan says in thieves' cant. So you
No
can't
one-
understand this, correct?
No one can.
Mercy's just gonna say back in final, I don't know what you said, but fuck you.
Morgan's gonna reply in Dwarvish, and the same to you.
You don't wait. You don't understand what she said.
She knows it's not pleasant.
You know,
You may not be
considering
able to
Mercy's
pick
track
words.
record, that's fair.
I like. Aaron kind of just looks over at Mercy. Mercy, you're the only one I understood. So, look, I don't. What did you find out anyhow? Did you find out anything?
I didn't find out anything, but I did have someone go out to find something. I paid for that out of my own pockets, but that's fine. I had someone look for the information you asked for the Rosenvales.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we're gonna have to wait a bit of time for that. Oh,
Hopefully, it won't be too long. What I asked for is remaining on continent, so it shouldn't. Would it be like a crazy long time?
It won't take that long.
Yeah. So I'm just like
Okay.
making sure that my estimates are correct. But yeah. So there's that. Fuck, the consignment shop. That's what I forgot to do. Later. Next session. But yes, Erika joined me, so
yeah, it
There's
was
that.
interesting.
you're welcome to join me again if you need more information.
I'll wait until I get the scroll from Mr. Dene. I'd like to do it. I'd like to completely alter as opposed to just
Disguise.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm not entirely comfortable with the disguise because that can be seen through and the alter self cannot. Or it's much harder.
Anyways. So back to this new member. You think we're going to get another one?
It's possible. I mean,
Should we accept another one? Do we have like this may sound odd, but do we have room in the house for it?
oh, I don't think they should sleep here.
God.
Ouch!
This is all
This is okay. Hold on. Yes, ouch, but
You sleep on the floor.
no, that's not it at all. They didn't earn the right. Like they have to earn the right to sleep here. I feel like it's
Yeah,
mean.
Right. But you're
It's
right.
no, that's not it at all.
Sleep here.
Just like they should earn.
Continue. I'm sorry.
There's a lot that's going on.
Exactly.
There's a lot of it's going to be considered sensitive stuff that's been going on. The more that we find out about everything that we're all involved in, I don't think it's been said, but there's a lot of heavy stuff that we're all connected to, and all in our own way. So I think, especially at this point, I don't think we know whatever it is our enemy looks like.
I just believe that we should exercise caution. And if that means they have to sleep in the barracks and earn our trust.
A trash.
I don't trust you.
I just
Gosh.
I know it's a bit harsh. I
You
understand
shouldn't
that it's a
speak with
bit
your mouth full, Rudy.
Oh.
It is a bit harsh, and I understand that, but at the same time, there's so much involved. I mean, looks at the butler and the thing, and she's just like, can't say what I want to say.
Hello.
Uh, uh, we've been through some circumstances that are quite unusual, and I don't know if immediately having someone that we don't know anything about sleep here is the best course of action.
Well, they'll find a dandy to talk about it, but until Avro decides he's coming back from you breaking him, I don't think it matters either way.
That's also
I
true.
still cannot believe you did that.
Fuck that guy.
Wow.
I
Okay, come
didn't.
on.
It
I
wasn't.
think you have to ask Nevra for that first.
It's not intentional. His reaction was quite odd. Like
I mean, you did just tell him one of the biggest political families in the entire continent is literally crazy psychopaths.
yeah,
I think
he
it's very
didn't-
justified.
I don't think he believed me. He told me he thought I believed it. So I don't think he believed me necessarily. So
Maybe he doesn't want to believe it.
I mean, that's probably true. I don't know. There's something so odd about Averil.
I mean, let's think about it this way, Rudy. He doesn't want to believe that as much as Roe doesn't believe that she doesn't need to drink all day. It's not gonna happen until someone gives them proof of why not to do it.
Rosalie sets down the drink that she was drinking.
I mean, I don't even know how we'd find proof. He told us to go investigate, which I don't think we're ready for by any means. And I'm still waiting on. I think we need to go to another room or have. And she just sort of looks at the other two, like the butler and the maid. I'm like,
Is
I don't-
the,
they're
sorry,
here.
is
I
the,
think they're here.
Is the maid Esma?
Yes, that's Esma.
Gotcha.
Can
Yes,
we
you
dismiss
can.
them? She just looks at them. And, you're excused.
You're their boss. Why couldn't you kick them out?
Exactly. I was like,
No one in this house knows how to deal
Because
with
we
people's
out of
money except
character
for
are
like
nice
two.
people.
I'm a nice
Uh,
person too. You know, if they work for me, I would
I
kick
don't
them
know.
out.
Like she's not used to this. She just sort of looks at the two of them and she goes, "You can be excused." Very
All right.
awkwardly.
you've got it. And yeah, they'll both make their way out. And as they're making their way out, the small, what looks like a chipmunk, just comes sprinting into the dining room, and you see the butler Gifford just go, "What the? Get the fuck out of here!" As this chipmunk starts charging towards you, Erudite.
Oh God! Erudite,
Can Gail go and
Morgan-
grab it?
Morgan looks around for her bird.
Oh, not the bird!
Erudite just kind of like does the hands up gesture and like, I don't know you.
Sentinel Gail's going for the bird. For the,
Okay, you're just gonna
chipmunk.
catch the chipmunk.
Yeah, we're just catching the chipmunk.
Okay, I'm just gonna say you get it.
All right.
I don't.
The chipmunk kind of looks around a bit, looks at you, then looks over at Erudite, and then it just opens up its mouth, and you hear, "Hey there. Just want to let you know. Just want to let you know. I think I managed to find that place you guys were asking about. Couldn't get in contact with Elfie, but I think my little friend here is going to pass this along. I'm at an inn along the road, just around Gold Pass. So if you can meet me there, that'd be nice."
Okay. Okay.
Question?
Gail's gonna
Party?
turn it to himself. The fuck! I didn't even contemplate that.
No,
Guys,
Hold
Gail,
on,
we can
hold
hear it.
on.
Yeah, we can hear it too.
No. Gail, that was Dawn sending a message. I thought it would be a rat.
Gail's
I
gonna
mean,
start petting.
hiccups.
Gail's gonna start petting it. It's okay.
This is.
He's gonna grab some like
the record,
probably
I
some,
just-
some nuts and seeds that he gathered and feed him some.
For
Put
the
it in the papoose
uninitiated,
beside the egg.
Roll animal handling.
for the uninitiated, this is a spell.
Animal message.
That's a 13 on
Okay,
animal handling.
Jessica realizes this messy doesn't.
Yes. It is as calm as it could be, which is to say, not entirely.
Poor little bear.
That's
I-
not a bad.
I,
message.
No, it's
That's
It's never mind.
Somebody get the window.
yeah.
somebody.
Mercy will go to the window.
In my brain, I just had the image of Gale just reeling back and pitching it out the window.
Do not yeet.
Gale had grown up in the wilds, he would have. No,
Cool.
Gale's
I
gonna
do
just
it.
sort of let him out the
I'm gonna
window.
let you know, I definitely would.
Be nice to the little bears.
What is wrong with you people?
What's wrong is I hate chipmunks and other rodents.
What's
too,
wrong
I
with
got
that
thrown
is
one.
you're wrong.
Shut the fuck up.
Erudite's gonna
Absolutely
cast,
not. Fuck you.
cast sending on Dawn.
All right.
I got your friend.
I mean, I think he has said that.
Do you know the name of the inn specifically? It's by Gold Pass. If you could be more specific, that would be great.
Yeah, no. Oh, right. Yeah. So the name of the inn is what's this place called? All right. It's called the Evergreen Palace.
Okay. All right.
Does that name sound familiar?
Nope.
Okay.
We haven't.
I
been-
mean, I'll allow you to roll for it, but it's not going to be anything related to like Colonel Underground. I'm just going to be honest
no,
there.
I was just like, hey, Morgan wandered for a decade. Would it sound familiar? Did she piss off the
Did you piss off the owner?
okay.
Yeah, sure. Roll a check.
Sure. I'm sorry, Cole.
It's a funny image.
History?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
No.
No, you don't remember it.
Five. That's a 5 on
The
his.
algorithm doesn't like me.
No, you don't remember it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I know we're not going to be able to leave for a few more days anyway. Because I
No.
know Dea wanted to, and Gale's weapon and Dea's weapon, and
I think even if we didn't want to wait for the weapons, I don't think Dea's ready to leave our room yet.
that's true
In the
too.
distance, the sound of sobs,
I mean,
sniffles.
Rudy.
Erudite does and everything.
No, it's the gross sniffle.
Deep
Call me
breathing.
out like this.
Uh,
Are we?
Uh,
Are we going to go to this?
You can't really leave him hanging.
I mean, he leaves
I mean,
himself hanging probably a lot.
I mean, we can always just tell him we're not going to go. I mean, it's not that big a
No,
deal.
like
But as
no.
a group,
Rudy,
he sleeps in
What?
trees. He's a cat.
we're going to go.
are you sure, Gale?
Last night I went out to the graveyard and I asked about it. That's our strongest thread. That's where we're supposed to be going.
Okay. I don't. I have. I know we need to, but there's a part of me that doesn't want to go. If he's there, that's it. It's whatever's in there, and then it's final. I don't know. At least when I didn't have the body, I didn't see the body. It wasn't so. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's once you see something.
Erudite. Everyone needs closure.
I know.
You need to go the path for it.
Okay.
Besides, clearly, some of these other things, because I know nobody else understands the word, clearly more of them exist. Some of them are closer. We've already run into at least one.
Yeah, I know. I know that.
Is the
Especially
penguin
if
supposed to
your
look
dad
for, like,
has
magic
one,
creatures?
we need to get it. We
We
need to
do need to
know
get
what
it.
these are.
Me too. And he specifically said that me or one of my companions, which are all of you, it would be good for. I don't know what it is, though. He didn't say that. Okay, I guess we will go.
As soon as everything's ready and
Okay.
Day is ready as well.
Do you guys ever feel like you're missing something? Like you've forgotten to do something?
I mean, yes, all the time.
No.
What time
Never.
of day is it?
It's like 7, 8.
My mushrooms! And you're just gonna see Mercy bolt out of the ocean.
The wontons.
Wait, mushrooms?
Okay.
Mushrooms don't move that fast. I don't know why she's running.
Wait, have you found mushrooms like running somewhere?
Mercy's already gone, you know?
Mushrooms do
happen to-
move sometimes. I've
What?
seen it.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You know what? At this point, I shouldn't really.
so-
be surprised.
Mercy running down the road, trying to get to Sustain, casting Expeditious Retreat to make herself go even
For
faster.
mushrooms?
Why
Alright,
didn't she just
take my
summon her
spell slot off.
seed? Just
For
summon on it.
mushrooms.
As she charges back into the Lucky Sapphire, she finds Jim manning the bar, and a little ways away, a small group of 4 people with the familiar sight of Tick there. You see she's carrying a small bag, and she has it on the table, and it's all kind of like wrapped up with cord, and she's kind of left it there.
Are those mine?
Yeah, they're yours.
Yes!
Okay, and it's 25 gold.
I
And there you
gave it.
go. So, fair warning, there are a few regular-sized mushrooms in there. They've been pulled carefully so they shouldn't explode. But the spores, well, when they grow, those ones will explode.
So all I gotta do is plant them and then they'll explode eventually?
Yes.
Can I plant it in a pot so I can make it look like it's a gift? Or does it need to be like in the ground?
It's a mushroom.
You act like I know the significance of plants.
Oh, okay. Mushrooms grow wherever you put them, more or less, as long as it's wet.
Alright, I can do that. Thank you. And is Patton with her?
Patton? No, Patton is not with them.
Damn.
You would
Patton's
see
on a
Patton is at a different table with a kind of a skinny-looking, dark-skinned black guy with kind of like this, like really tight, like afro-style hair that's kind of being held up with a bandana, and he has what looks like a very large axe behind him with this odd kind of like adjustment to it. It looks weird.
Is James Marshall a barbarian?
He's not a barbarian, no.
I need to find out. I need to
Mercy's
know.
just gonna salute at Peyton and head back out the door.
Hate him.
That's what I'm.
Manning.
Whatever. I'm not gonna be able to
he'll-
say it right.
He'll give you a kind of like a 2-finger salute and he'll leave. As you make your way back to the group, they have finished eating by this point.
I feel like Mercy just comes in
so-
clenching a bag.
Got it. So, I am curious. Is there, like, over the period of the next couple of days, long enough for you guys to get your improved weapons, is there anything big you guys want to do?
I want to find gnomes.
Okay. You want
I
to
wanna-
find some gnomes?
I want to like find something for the thing for the shrine
Okay.
I
You
want
would be able to find someone who can do some clockwork for you.
for like yeah.
Like, for that kind of a moving shrine, clockwork, it's going to be expensive, though.
How much?
About 100 gold.
Okay, I can do
Oh.
that.
I'd like to sell some shit.
Okay, what are you selling?
The failed cut of the failed. Whoops. What symbols do you have over there?
No, that was I accidentally bumped the spring on my microphone arm, so it made that weird noise.
funky. I like to sell. Let's see. The cut gemstone.
Okay.
Would I be able? Can I make like a jeweler's tool roll and see if I could like set it in like a necklace and try and mark
Isn't this the one that was poorly cut?
This is the one I tried to cut, and you said it was like maybe 50 gold pieces still.
Yes.
But I figured.
Let's just say you'll get it for 50 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd like to sell that, and I'd like to sell the pocket watch, the ornate brass pocket watch.
Yes, you can sell that off for about 75 gold.
Okay, so it's 125. I know math.
Okay. Ro. Oh, is there anything else you want to do?
I have the hoop earrings. Would I be able to like try and talk to the governor and try and resell them? Because
We'll handle that all at once because I know a bunch of you are carrying these antique items.
Cool.
Okay.
Just
So we'll just say the antique items, you're leaving them at home so they don't get damaged. Okay.
Gotcha.
Ro.
Yeah.
You want to make guns?
Make bullets.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna make regular bullets. I was I was gonna get fancy, but I need regular bullets.
She's got like 16.
Oh Jesus. Okay, yeah, you're running low.
I'm
She
running
needs
kind
some
of low.
bullets.
Yeah, so you're just gonna make a regular old thing of bullets.
Yeah.
Okay, doable. So more or less, you can craft ammunition using your tinker tools at half cost. The bullets are how much do fucking bullets cost? I think they're like 20 gold for numbers. Let's see. No, there we go. So for the pepper box, it's 4 gold for a thing of 20. So it's literally going to cost you 2 gold to make 20 bullets.
Oh hell yeah.
Go from there.
Hold on. I'm trying to do math without touching my phone.
How many do you want?
How many do you want?
A lot.
Okay.
You have a lot of money.
Is it reasonable to say like 100 bullets?
That's completely reasonable. You go much further than that, and you'll have to get like a bandolier or something like that.
Okay.
Ooh, get a bandolier.
That'd be so sick.
Look, we can talk about the magic bandolier item later. I actually just put it in order for some food, so I want to wrap this up so we can get you guys on the road.
Hell yeah. Okay, 100 bullets. That's what I want to do.
Okay, you can do so. That costs 100 bullets times 5, 10 gold.
Can I get more arrows?
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Just how many? Just arrows.
Yeah, arrows. What the hell is the cost of an arrow?
Fuck if I know.
You said it was 20 arrows for 1 gold back when Cal was active arrow.
Good
bomber.
memory.
Thank you. I'm gonna toss 10 silver at because I don't want to break up how perfect my numbers are.
Got it.
Shut up. So that's gonna be.
That is 20 arrows. Since
Yeah,
10
it's 20
silver
arrows.
is 1 gold.
I'm trying to do math without touching my calculator. 57.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Erudite, you want to buy Tinker's Tools?
Mm-hmm.
The fuck does that cost? I think it's like 20 gold, something like that.
Okay.
It's either 20
Oh,
or
sorry.
25.
It is 50 gold for Tinker's Tools.
And also she copies her spells. So she copies mirror
Done.
image and
Done.
detect thoughts.
Knock off the price. You're good to go.
Okay.
Now, Maddie, you were curious about making
the star
knife.
ring.
You'll probably have to do a little bit of looking around on like how exactly to do it. You think you could take a swing at it. You have a couple of days to do it, but you're trained in smithing tools.
Okay.
And the idea seems pretty basic.
Yeah.
Like it just seems like,
Knowing Mercy, she probably gave you a really shitty drawing of one.
It's like when Luffy draws the straw hat flag.
Exactly.
What?
Yeah.
One Piece.
It's a One Piece reference. But basically, the idea is simple. It's 4 blades on a circular piece to be thrown or stabbed with. So it seems pretty simple.
You know what? I'm gonna wait a bit. I'll wait.
No, seriously, you guys have 4 days to do this. We can make you can do a roll for it.
Okay, the smithing tools. Okay. This is gonna be hard. Wait, did it even click?
It takes a query, so you have to
Oh.
assign a stat.
Alright.
In this case, it's strength because it's.
Oh,
It's
I'm sorry.
I thought she was
okay.
ripping pepperoni.
Okay.
what is? I'm just gonna assume it's not
Yeah.
good.
Okay, give me a second. It.
I mean, let's put it this way. I think
It's a -1.
I think only Gail and Mercy have positive strength. Let's put it that
Yeah.
way.
Okay. See, no, that's not so bad.
That's a 10. That's a
plus-
10.
10 plus 2 because that's. Oh no, plus 3 proficiency. So yeah, 13 strength. 13 on your first
Yeah.
version. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look bad.
It looks like Mercy's
wow.
dying.
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Let's not be like this.
Okay.
It's definitely weighted a little oddly. It doesn't feel like it'd be good for a weapon, but it's okay. It's a good start. Please just knock off 5
Okay.
gold.
Gonna do that.
Wait.
Next day.
Mercy would pay for it.
Okay, in that case, just knock off
Okay.
5 gold.
Yeah, I
make
got that.
make me another check. You can just roll Smith tools.
I thought I did.
Okay, double click
Yeah.
your sheet, like the top of the
Oh.
sheet.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you see it now?
I
There we
do.
go. Make that.
No.
There we go. There you go. And with the second one,
An 18.
you're actually pretty good. You pretty sure you made a pretty decent version of a Star Knife.
Yay!
There's a star.
The weighting seems nice. It seems like you could throw it well enough. The blades are sharp, but basically you went for this design where it's got a circular handle on the inside with this little like cross guard inside of it, and there are these 4 large triangular blades that jut out from it. Knock off another 5 gold. There you go. You have a Star Knife.
Yay.
Stat wise, it's just like a dagger
Okay.
with a bit of a higher range, but I'll get back to you on that in a little bit.
Connor, how long would it take to do the thing I just said? I mean, like, how much would I get done?
It will take a long fucking time.
No, I know. So how much would I get done?
Not even a quarter.
Okay. No, I know. She's gonna spend her
Yeah.
time doing this. This is like she knows
Ro,
this
you
is a long
make bullets. Mercy, you did that. Ash, what did you and Ashton decide on?
Oh, I think I sent it to you last week, but essentially it's just a continued long term of smaller dicks growing bigger in size every day. That goes to Avro.
Right, I forgot about this.
And
you
then
see
about
his-
halfway through it stops and does that for about a week and then starts back up. So he thinks it's over.
Gotcha. You would see he has begun making these. He has begun with small ones, about an inch in height. And then every day they get a bit bigger by about double. So it goes from an inch to 2 inches to 4 to 8 to 16 to 20 to 32. And they are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And Ashton
And
looks
they're
over at you and goes,
dick-shaped, right?
they're dicks. And Ashton looks over at you and goes, this is going to cost a bit of money.
Yeah, I assumed it would.
But it's certainly the most interesting thing I've had to work on.
I live to please.
Yep. But yeah, not entirely done yet. I think eventually I'll have enough started up that by the time we get to the break, I should be able to get some work done on the biggest one, and then go from there.
You're a genius.
Well, I'm not necessarily a genius, but I'm good at working with wood, and clearly I'm good at working with wood.
Yeah. How much is
What?
this gonna hurt?
Oh, I think by the time we get to the base one, it's probably going to cost at least 50 gold.
Ooh.
That's fine.
This is Tick we're talking to?
No, this is Ashton Hill.
Right. Okay, forgot.
Mercy's gonna give him an extra 10 gold for the trouble. So
Hey,
60.
thanks. I do occasionally have to explain to some of my customers why they're cooks that I'm working on, but it's a living.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, is there anything else that you guys want to do?
How long would it take the shrine to get to the estate?
It's going to take some time for it to be done. Like it'll
So
take
it-
a matter of a few weeks.
Okay.
It's
No,
like
then-
this isn't a small thing.
No, I know. She wants something very complicated, but it makes
Uh,
sense. No, that's it.
I don't want to I don't want to do anything that would take up too much time, but and I also cannot remember. I am so sorry. I would also I can't remember if I had a conversation with Esma before. I don't think I have.
I want
to
guys,
talk to her,
we-
but we don't have
is
to do
there-
it this session. We can do it
Yeah,
next session if you
we can
like.
handle it next session.
Yes.
So, is there
totally
anything that you
can.
guys want to do that can't be done on the day of you
No.
guys leaving?
No, I'm good.
Gail's just
Perfect.
finding rocks, so takes no time.
Yeah.
I forgot you're picking up rocks.
Yep. And
Connor
carrying
fucking
around
nerd.
the egg and the papoose.
How often
Connor-
does he
Oh,
accidentally pick
right.
up a bug?
How
That
long until that
reminds
egg
me.
hatches?
Gail.
Yes.
Let's see. It's 1, 2, 3. So the day before you leave to go to head out towards where Dawn is, your egg starts to jump.
Oh my god.
What?
And it twitches and it moves slightly. And then eventually you hear
I'm very ready.
and the top half of the egg pushes up, and standing inside is this little 8-inch, which you can best describe as an anthropomorphic mushroom. Its head is this cap that looks a lot like a morel mushroom, with this kind of like these little chambers with these cavities
Aw.
inside of them, with 2 little yellow spots just below the cap that look a bit like eyes.
Honestly, just planted a
cap-
mushroom and Gail just hatched one.
The cap is this black color with these hollows having a yellow coloration, and the flesh, the body of it, it's a light gray, and it looks up at you and waves.
Gail
But
waves
we're gonna
back.
have
It's a fungus.
it's a
Oh
fun
my
guy
God.
actually.
It's a fun.
No,
I
no,
was
the
gonna say it.
Pokemon
Okay.
fungus.
But yeah,
Yes, it's a fun guy.
there is your Wonder Egg.
I love them already.
What are you naming it?
I don't know. I'll think of that.
We're not taking him.
Well,
him on the
fortunately,
trip, are we?
in game you have a day to think of it, and out of game you have a week because we'll be ending our session there.